What's up, yo? What's up? What's up, yo? What's up? What's up? What's up, yo? What up, Mo Briggity? The ticket. What up? The big ticket. You know that he likes and comments on my videos? Kevin Garnett? He does? He does? Y'all don't realize, but that's the truth. That is the truth. Let's see. That is the truth. All right. Let's see something. Play this one. All right. Anyway, what's up, people? Let me get my man Elijah in here in a second. I'll let him know he can join. We'll see if he's going to join us. My man Elijah Pierce, who just caught wreck against Michael Desmarinas. That dude, Desmarinas, was Filipino. No, yeah, Filipino. Southpaw. His nickname is Hot and Spicy. That's a little hot and spicy. High knockout. Oh, no, not 69% knockout percentage. Okay. Naoya Inoue knocked his ass out. Damn, at 117. Okay. Not bad, though. Not a bad record. This guy can fight. Now we got my man Elijah. Elijah Pierce, people. 81% knockout ratio for a featherweight. As I say, anything over 80 is a devastating knockout puncher. 70 is a knockout puncher. 80 is devastating. And anything over 90 is legendary. So my man Elijah falls right at devastating knockout puncher. I wonder if he knows that. I'm sure he knows it, but, you know. What's going on? Where's everybody at? Oh, the alert didn't go out. Ain't that bad a bitch. The alert didn't go out. Ain't that about a bitch. Fuck. Ain't that some shit. Ain't that about a bitch. All right. Where's everybody at? Nobody's jumping in. This is starting very slowly. It's okay, though. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in the Discord. Let's put something in the Discord. See if any of you bitch ass motherfuckers fuck with the Discord. Let's see. Here we go. I'm live now. Interview with Elijah Pierce coming shortly. Boom. All right. Mo Briggity. All right, we did it. Let's do the others. Let's do another StreamYard. Fuck it. Let's do one more. This way it'll send the 30-minute alert out to motherfuckers. To mo-fuckers. Let's do 11:25 a.m. a.m. Boom. I bet. So we should get these bitch asses in here soon. All right, we good. Why is there only 3 people in here? Dwight Muhammad. Oh, I saw a post about him. I saw a post and I didn't read the post. That's probably what it was saying. That's sad. We live. Yeah, what up, Black Ray? Ray, where you been at, man? Never seen you in a minute. Want that support, right? Where you been at, sucker? I ain't bringing Elijah in here until we get more people in this bitch. That shit'll be fucking embarrassing. I mean, I'll probably get some good replays, but nah. I know, Yayan. I know. That's probably why it's only 4 people up in this bitch. The noties is wiling out on the wild out tip. Seth, what's up, blood? My man Seth. Did you guys see my video I dropped? You guys see the video I dropped? I'm gonna fucking play it right now while we're killing time. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Hangout spot's live. Yeah, well, he doesn't have Elijah Pierce, does he? You know as well Alberto is.
Shakur Stevenson calls out Teofimo Lopez. Over the last few years, the 130 to 140 pound divisions have been stacked like an IHOP order. But somehow the champions keep missing each other like Stevie Wonder playing darts, which has led the fans to claim more ducking than a Pyru drive-by. So Shakur got the props like Black Moon for this call-out, as Teo is arguably the most athletic boxer of the bunch, and also a bigger man, as he's now campaigning at welterweight. Shakur is fresh off schooling William Zepeda while proving he could sit in the pocket like 35 cents. So the Newark native is now attempting to spice things up like an episode of Hot Ones, because a healthy, focused, and conditioned Teofimo can shoot any fighter out the sky like he was playing duck hunt. Shakur has historically put the most dangerous fighters on Front Street like he's at the South Street Seaport. The New Jersey native is now going up and down like a service elevator, as he first challenged Conor Benn at welterweight and now Teofimo. His mega fight versus Tank is the Hope Diamond of the lightweight division. But Tank is off the market like a deleted Zillow listing with his rematches and legal troubles. Devin Haney has also moved up to 147 and has that pending title shot against Brian Norman Jr., so he's also out. And finally, a Ryan Garcia matchup is also off the table, as he just lost and is out indefinitely with injuries. So the Shakur versus Teofimo squabble seems to be a better fit than OJ's glove. Do you guys like this matchup? And who do you think wins if they do end up rumbling? Tell me in the comments.
All right.
That OJ line was nasty, Marco.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Not bad. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother man. We're going to get Elijah Pierce up in here. But first, I want to get some more people up in this bitch. Yeah, we hear your punk ass. Nah, I'm just playing.
Teo know that 47 yet.
Huh?
Teo know that 47.
He might not be at it, but that's where he wants to go.
Yeah,
Right.
40. Shakur going, if you fight him, it's going to be at 140.
That's what he's trying to do. We'll see. Then good. Even better. Even better, mijo.
So I just want to ask you, who you would take?
Between the two of them?
Yeah.
I don't know. 50-50.
Man.
50-50. Depends what Teo shows up.
Hopefully the best one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, you have to lean towards Shakur, obviously, right? But
man. Come on, man.
But I just think that Teofimo, a sharp Teofimo can give him problems, so he's got to wait and see. You feel me?
I think he can give him problems, but I don't think he's going to beat him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they fight. I don't think it's going to happen. Teofimo seemed like...
He don't want to fight nobody.
Go ahead, Alberto. Talk, motherfucker. Talk.
Per usual, he don't got nothing to say, man.
God damn it, Alberto. He's either burping or slurping. No boxing talk. Bet you he doesn't burp and slurp on Johnny's channel. Probably treats him with respect.
I was watching.
No, Marco. That's why I also think it's kind of light in here. Like, I'm trying to support both because I'm a real one. Johnny has a good panel going on right now, so I think maybe that's why. And the notification.
Oh, it's a lot of my regulars are in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he started before me, so I get it. But I'm about to get this interview popping.
Yes, sir.
If he comes in, I mean he said he would be. Now it is sometimes shit. Who knows? Matter of fact, I just want to get more people in here before I bring them in. But whatever. See, jisms. Sorry, I
you
can't
go
help.
back to the jizz.
That's because this dude be telling girls to adjust. you got to be laying down the
Whoa,
jisms.
whoa. No, how can that fight not happen?
How can what fight not happen? Oh,
You said Shakur just Kevin for a fight that can't happen. Why won't it
'Cause-
happen?
I feel like Mo Brains and Jersey Bob have been like
Yeah,
just hating
Mo
together.
been like he been wild lately.
Yeah, Mo's been hating. I think he
he
got
has a
sour.
point.
Yeah, I low key think I low key think he like Shakur one of his favorite. He just don't like his style.
You think?
Mm. He said that because Turkey said that T.O. disrespected his country and religion on TBV, so that fight won't happen without Turkey's financial backing.
Hmm.
What about Metro? Can he do something with Metro?
Don't know.
Because technically, Tio don't have a promoter, correct? Or he's still typing.
I'm not sure. Only 3 of his fights.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm trying to see here.
Hey, Marco, is it a way like to get Streamlabs like on the computer? Is it a way to get it like dark mode?
Dark mode? What you mean?
Like you don't know what dark mode is?
For what? Dark mode for what?
Like my screen is white. I don't want it to be white.
For Facebook? I mean for YouTube?
No
He
Streamlabs.
said basically.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know how.
You don't be knowing nothing, man.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know how though. Most of them order that. Most of them offer that. It's just like one button you click and it changes it. But
Yeah, I tried finding it. I can't see it. And I can't see the fucking chat.
yeah,
Oh, there
damn,
it goes.
this shit is light as fuck. If everybody's in Johnny's room, that's a sad commentary for me. Like all my people would rather watch Johnny, and what, we don't have any like we all have the same fucking like viewers. That's crazy. We should at least have some people that don't watch each
You're
other.
probably talking about. Let me turn it down. I'm sorry.
It's
You're
because
probably talking about
Johnny.
Isaiah.
No, it's because Johnny's like kind of crashing out over Xander. So like, I feel like Johnny has a good momentum right now because at first it was Berlanga and people want to go and talk shit to him. Now it's Zayas. Like we're just trying to tell him like temper down. Like Johnny is saying that Zayas is like the next star. To me, it's like I don't know. After that performance, he kind of just got by, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
and Johnny.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Johnny has a lot of good guests right now. He has I think Round One is on the panel, the Boxing Maniac and Coach Bermudez.
I don't know who those people are. I know round 1, but I don't know the others.
Yeah,
I haven't seen round 1 in TBV. Did he get into a beef with Ness or something?
I think he kind of Ness was like on a run that 1 week after Johnny kind of he didn't get into a beef with Round One, but he did kind of talk greasy to him.
I mean, yeah.
See, I kind of want to point this out, Koki. I don't think it's okay. That might be true with Alberto, but like, come on, let's keep it real. Like his performance just wasn't spectacular. He won clearly, but come on, man.
Nah, Zayas didn't look great.
I mean, like, and then that's what like you can like you can fight like that and never lose. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he is gonna lose eventually.
Yeah, it's going down, Robert. I'm gonna say I just want to wait till we get some more people in here. But maybe I just got to start it and people will come in when they see me talking to them. That's usually what happens.
Marco, when you bring the guests on, to me and Ian get off. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna kick you guys out.
Oh damn. Okay.
Not out of the room. I'm just like this. I'll just like take you off. But then
yeah, we did that quick.
Yep. And see, boom, look at that. No yayin. Isn't it nice? Isn't that nice, Alberto? No yayin?
Yeah, no slurring.
Oh, he's back.
So that's racist, bro. He said only black people started words, but that's crazy.
Hey, Ian, we locking in the bet or what, man?
I don't know, man. I gotta see. I don't know. A lot of people from Canelo Camping popping dirty, man. I think he on that. You know.
What bet?
He remember it was Shakur to pay the first, then he wanted to switch it
to Canelo Bud.
Yeah, I don't know.
His pockets must be light.
No,
damn, Yain, you got the light pockets?
This is the brookest dude in the world, man. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yain be dropping those 10 raffles in one shot.
That hasn't happened, Marco, in a while. So that kind of tells you.
That's true, but he still did it a bunch of times.
A lot to a little. Alberto, what you mean?
Marquise, what it do?
Chilling, waiting for more people to get in this bitch. I want to bring in our guest, but I ain't bringing him in with fucking 9 people watching. That shit's
Mo
embarrassing.
Briggity,
Y'all in the samurai, what it do?
what's up, boy?
Mo's in this bitch. Oh, there he is.
Alberti, what it
Wave
do?
jism.
What you slurping on, Alberto?
Oh man,
What
y'all
you
Jism.
look.
slurping on
Should I
tonight,
came up?
bro?
Should I came up where nobody cares?
Ryan needs to fight Devin and move on. How many Ryan fans care about Rolly? Nobody cares about no damn Rolly.
Yo, you see, they say Rolling and Ryan finna rematch.
Nah.
Oh, you didn't see
Yes.
that? They said that. I think in December.
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If he could catch Rolly, I think he can knock him out. But Rolly had that hand up. He ain't even he barely do right hands.
Mm.
Yeah, Ryan seemed like he back on that type of time again, like before the Haney fight. He's back talking this shit again, man. So that's a good thing, but I see the fight going the same way, to be honest, man.
Nah. If Ryan
Anything
actually,
worse.
if Ryan could put his foot on the gas, he'll fuck Rolly up.
Let's keep it real. Like, what is he gonna do differently? Like, if Rolly got
Throw
his hand up,
punches.
he didn't throw punches, but he don't throw many punches anyways.
Nah. Come on.
That's a
He
fact.
didn't do shit. He was just doing this.
Yeah, once he felt that power, he was scared, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
If he
mean, it's
start
like
throwing again, he gonna go to
he
You
don't
sleep.
really
guys,
throw many
look,
punches.
you guys can't act like he didn't put a picture out with his hand all fucking stapled
No,
up
it
from
was,
surgery.
but still,
Alberto's back. Look at that. He went to Johnny real quick.
I'm just
Yo,
saying.
Damn,
Alberto
he
went to
jumped ship
Johnny.
like that. Damn.
Alberto went to Johnny mad quick.
He got
Mo
decent. He got
brains.
like 80, 90 views on that. So shout out
Hey,
to
Seth Hamilton, I see you trying to come in, but it says device is not connected. So,
And Marco, I will say that I personally, if you were not live right now, if you were busy with the wife right now, I would be on Johnny's stream talking mad shit to Coach Bermudez for his fighter Rohan Polanco having a not great
Facts.
performance. So I think that's partially one of the reasons why there might be a lot of people over there.
Bro, I was
Okay.
so disappointed in Rohan, man. They was gassing him up over there on Johnny's channel, and he was calling out Devin
Jersey
Haney and other
Aiden.
people, and then you have a mid-ass performance like that, bro. Come on, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We got Jersey Aiden. Where's Jersey Bob? Got to get the try.
Yo, I'm
What
gonna
up,
ask you
Aiden?
one more time. Should I cam
Jersey.
up or does nobody
Chilling.
care?
Say that again, Yain.
I said, should I cam up or does nobody care?
Cam up. I cammed up just cause
We
the
don't
other
want
day.
to. Ain't nobody want to look at that fucking beautiful head of hair of yours. Make people jealous. Get out of here.
My hair actually crazy right now.
Oh, shut up. I hate
It's a
when.
fact. I really don't do much for my hair unless I'm getting it braided.
Oh, you insensitive prick.
Well, not everybody lose their hair at 12 years old.
Oh shit, that's rude.
I'm just playing.
I was.
Oh shit.
I want to say my 30s, early 30s. It should start piecing out.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Marco. My like hairline is starting to it's crazy.
Everybody
I'm only
thinks that
21.
your shit's not
Why
going
not
anywhere.
go
No, you know what's
bald?
crazy? You know what's crazy? My dad is like that too. Like he got like a full head of hair, but his hairline is gone.
Yeah, all the men in my family went bald by like 25. So
Well, you're good. So I mean, you're
Yo,
still
he got-
young, but
he got
you're good.
locks in his.
He's good. He's
I
in.
know this dude not smoking. Come on, bro. We supposed to have a
Smoke-
positive message in chat, bro.
smoking weed.
yo, let's be positive. I enjoyed the Rohan fight. I mean, I wanted him to get the knockout, but I feel like he's a fun fighter. I mean, first 5 rounds at least when he still has energy.
Hey, what weight class does he fight at?
He fights at
147.
147, but he looks like he should be at 140, bro.
Yeah, he looks small.
Yeah, he looks small. He has no power. And the thing is, bro, like it's funny because in the fight, right? Like he was trying to walk Buddy down, Randall, and he was talking shit the whole fight, but he wasn't doing anything, bro. Like it was hilarious, bro. Like Buddy in his mind, like he think he a big dog, but he's really a Chihuahua, bro. He's a Dominican Chihuahua, bro.
Who'd he fight again, Polanco?
I don't know.
Quentin Randall.
Yeah.
A guy who took Brian Norman Jr. to
Yeah, I was
a
gonna say, that nigga's
decision.
like,
What's going on, Mo? How come you seem a little bitter since you got back from your vacation? You pissed to be back?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I'm just, there's been a lot of fight action since then, so I
Okay.
actually have an opinion, strong opinions on things.
You're just, I don't, you're just giving off Jersey Bob vibes. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Oh wait, what did I say? Because I said that about the Tio vibe.
You said
I
a
mean,
few
I don't know
things.
what
Yeah,
to
you said
tell
a few.
you.
Usually you
and
don't give like,
Clarissa, she
yeah,
was
usually you don't give
I
hating
mean,
shit, but
well, okay. We give shit to Canelo. We give shit to Canelo saying, "Oh, he's stopping up the 168-pound division. Oh, he needs to let the belts go and do all these shit." We shit on Bud.
right.
Oh, he needs to let go all the 154. Then same thing for Clarissa. She's fighting people that nobody knows and nobody cares about in places that nobody cares about. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. When you have the MVP girls who just sold out Madison Square Garden and had one of the greatest women's boxing events of all time. So it seems like Clarissa is very much happy with what she's doing for Clarissa, but I'm a fan
Right.
of boxing, not a fan of Clarissa.
Not this
So hey,
Clarissa.
no, this Clarissa is immaculate. She's the best.
Yeah, she is. She's funny. Yo, Seth Hamilton, I still see you trying to come in, my man, but it still says devices are not connected. So I'm not letting you in. It's just you got to get off that McDonald's Wi-Fi. Thank you. Have not seen vlogs. Vlogs hit me up on vlog. Oh, you didn't hear Clarissa? Vlogs divorced his fucking wife. Real shit.
Yeah, but
No joke. He separate. I don't know. They're separated. They're split up. They're done, and they have a kid and everything. That's why he hasn't been coming on. He hit me up on Instagram. He started his own Instagram page. Fucking with his muscles, hold it like he's trying to get ass. But yeah.
Is Clarissa with Papoose still or what?
This Clarissa is married
Clarissa
to
Shields.
somebody
No,
who
Shields.
does not like her watching boxing. She never
Okay.
answers. You notice that whenever I ask her, like she never responds. Like I bet your husband's like, nah, you got to chill with the boxing. She like sneaks it off. She's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go use the bathroom. She's like watching boxing. So is
I would be
Vlogs
happy
keeping
if
Alberto
Vlogs
in
was
the
someone
divorce? She just called Alberto a
Yo.
dog.
wow.
That's funny. What'd you say? Did somebody say something? No, nothing.
Mm.
All right. Nothing. When you start college again, Aiden?
Like a month. One more semester and I'm out.
Do you go to like a big college or just
All right,
local
guys. My man is here.
Okay.
Elijah, I'm gonna let him in, so I'm gonna remove you guys for a second.
Word.
All righty. All right. Boom. What up, my man?
What's going on with you, bro? How you doing?
Chilling. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm out here. Been chilling, just enjoying myself.
Yo, that was a very exciting fight.
Yeah, man. Honestly, well, you already know when I step in the ring, it's always gonna be an exciting one. But
You
I could have did better on some things for sure. But we got the job done. That's all that
right,
matters.
right. You were getting touched a little bit, but so first off, I have this theory, right? You have. I'm sure you know this. You have an 81% knockout ratio. That's what you have.
Yeah.
This is my theory, and I've done over the years of watching fighters. So I have a percentage, and there's a tier. So anybody with 70% knockout ratio or over, I consider a knockout puncher.
Right.
Anybody with 80 over, which is you, I consider a devastating knockout puncher. And then anybody with 90 is like legendary. Like that's hard to have a 90 through your whole career. I didn't realize your fucking knockouts are so high, man. That is, and especially at featherweight, right? Which I believe makes it even more impressive because it's harder at that weight to knock dudes out.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying I was knocking out even when I was fighting at lightweight and super lightweight. Back in the day when I first started, I still was knocking out bigger guys. So like I said, knocking out people is kind of like it's a normal thing for me. It ain't. You know what I'm saying?
So this fight against the Filipino dude, Damaris guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, that's Morana's whatever his name. Yeah.
Whatever it is. So what happened? So like you said, you wish you could do some things differently. It seemed like you didn't really put your foot on the gas until you put your foot on the gas. I mean, can you explain what was happening in your mind?
I mean, I don't think people are not kind of fathoming that I have been out the ring for a year. I was
Okay.
out the ring for a whole year, so now I was still training and whatnot, but it's just different, bro. When you ain't been in the actual ring, in the actual fight with them 8 ounce gloves on, and so on and so forth, it's just different. So ultimately, I ain't been in the ring. I feel super rusty. I really did. Just the pace and everything. I couldn't get my timing correct as far as my pacing. So I just walked him down, bro. He could not. He couldn't hurt me. Like no, even the knockdown in the first round, it was a flash knockdown. I was fine. It was cool. I shook it off real quick, and then I made sure I kind of just kept it calm the next round a little bit, and then I got right back on him. So I mean,
Okay.
end of the day, I wanted a more of I wanted more of a fashionable performance. That's what I initially wanted. But end of the day, man, this is boxing. Things are gonna happen that we don't prepare for sometimes, and only thing we can do is be mentally prepared for if it were to happen. So that's what I
Right.
did.
Well, it looked like his movement was giving you. I don't know if I would say problems, but like you said, I guess you were still rusty. So was his movement kind of doing anything?
Yeah, see, and that's the thing too. Like normally, like okay, like I mean, it's a number of different things, man. Like I said, I'm just don't want to make excuses. End of the day, the fight happened how it happened. But even the sparring, I didn't even get no southpaw sparring for this fight.
I was watching this fight. I was doing a live, and I was telling people who weren't familiar with you. I'm like, yo, this is not how he usually looks. Up until like he normally doesn't look like this. I'm telling you guys.
Right,
And then you just what clicked? Like what made you just
literally,
go?
and that's what I said in the post fight interview. It was my father. Like one thing about me, I kind of like got it from Bruce Lee. I thrive off of emotional vulnerability and like content. You know what I'm saying? So like my dad, like he's one of the main people who he's. That's why I love my dad as my corner, as my head trainer, because he knows how to bring that side out of me. Like nobody
Okay.
else really does can tap into that. He knows how to tap into it when it's needed. So he gave me a stern talking. I mean, y'all couldn't really hear it. Even though he had the mic on him, he was mic'd up, but
Right.
for some reason you couldn't hear it. But he was telling me, he was like, son, like you better do not let this dude take away everything you worked your ass off for it. Like, do not let him take it away. Like, this for your kids. This for everything. Like, this fight is too close. You need to knock him out.
So it
And
wasn't even a tactical. It was more just
no, it was
like an
literally
emotional.
he hit the switch, and he said, son, I need you to bring the wolf out now. Like, it's time.
Woo.
And I said, all right. I said, all right, Dad, I got you. I'm about to knock his ass out. And then I went and knocked him out.
Because the first knockdown, you heard him, but it looked like you kind of shoved him, and then he fell into the ropes, and they called it a knockdown. So I wasn't sure how hurt he was, but then you didn't leave any question after that. You hit him with some nasty shit.
No, see, actually, the first knockdown was called by a left hand.
Mm.
I hit him with the brick hand, and you know what I'm saying. Like I could tell, I seen that it hurt him real bad. So then when I hit him with the brick, then I dropped him the first time. Then the second one, I just it was crazy because I actually heard somebody say go high low. They say go high low. I mean or low high or whatever. And I
Okay.
remember I heard it, and as soon as I heard it, I just did it. I threw a five to the body and then right up to the head, and it caught him right on the button, like perfect.
Mm. Mm. So up to that point, was
Yeah, I was all she wrote.
were you not? Were you waiting, or you were just kind of like what up to that point until you put your foot on the gas? Were you just like flustered
Yeah,
and took
yeah,
your dad's pep talk, or what was happening?
yeah. It was like I couldn't find my rhythm. A lot of the times I fight off my own rhythm. I'm able to create my own rhythms in when I fight because I'm a dancer. I actually dance when I fight,
Oh
literally.
shit. Okay.
So so I just like I said, me being so rusty, I cannot like find a continuous rhythm where I could keep the flow. I kept losing it, so it was kind of it was pissing me off. So
Okay.
and then he kept, it was just like little stuff he would do that was kind of getting me a little frustrated too. Like he kept holding me,
Mm.
he kept every time I did catch him with something, he kept holding me, he kept clenching me, just stuff like that, whatever. So I'm like, all right, okay. So that's why at the end I just started pushing him off. I didn't give a fuck no more. I didn't care about the ref. I didn't care about none of that. I was just like, all right. Now I'm starting to get mad. Like I'm mad. So
Well, you said you didn't get really sparring leading up to this.
no, I was sparring. I just didn't spar a lot of southpaws. The only southpaws that I sparred, and it wasn't even my camp. I was helping Ryosuke Nishida get ready for Junto Nakatani in Japan
Oh,
a couple months ago or whatever. So I had went out to Japan for a month and was training out there. Then when I came back, whatever, I got to spend like a week at home with my kids, and then I had Floyd Schofield, father. He had called me to be Floyd's small partner. They like family to me. I didn't. We all grew up together,
oh, okay.
whatever. So
Did you
yeah, so
spar?
I
So you've been sparring Floyd?
yeah I was Floyd's chief sparring partner for the 10th Farmer fight.
So what can you say about Floyd? Like, does Floyd is the power really what it's looking like?
Yeah,
That
I keep telling folks that like little bro he's really cracking like that. Like he can fucking punch. He can
mhm.
punch. I can punch. He can punch. Like we both got cracked for real.
That must be some. I mean, I'm sure you have video. You just don't release it, right?
No, actually, I mean I don't. They do, but yeah.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah, I didn't realize in the beginning of your career you started at lightweight, then you went down, and then you went down. Usually, guys start lower and go higher. You actually went down to feather.
I didn't, bro. I come from Oklahoma City. Yeah, everybody like it's not a boxing state. None of that. I never had no help, no gifts in boxing. Nothing. It was literally just me and my dad just finding our
Mm,
way through this shit. And he didn't,
mm,
he didn't have like a big boxing background either. He was a kickboxer and martial
mm.
artist. He
Okay.
transitioned into boxing. So,
Okay.
like I said, we just didn't have really no help for real. We didn't have nobody guiding us or telling us what to do. That's really why I lost my first fight because I ended up taking the fight with Gio Cabrera. And it's not that I couldn't have beat him. I'm more talented than Gio Cabrera, but he's big as hell. Think about it. If he's at 140 and I just came up from 122, don't you think in 2018 I probably could have been making 115 or 116?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
people just gotta be realistic. They don't think about shit like that. I literally was fighting up this entire time. I had no clue how to really cut weight properly. Like
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, all these guys is weight bullying and shit. They fighting 3 weight classes down, cutting hella weight. So
Right.
I just didn't know about that. So I ended up losing to Cabrera my first fight, whatever. He was just too big.
Right.
Then my second fight, I had personal issues, went through a divorce, and then, no
Oh.
excuses. I lost. I lost a majority decision to Solomon Sagawa, who fought Bruce Carrington. And I literally trained 2 weeks for that fight. 2 weeks, and I still fought a majority decision.
Damn.
So I mean, I could have beat Sagawa for sure. Absolutely, I could have beat him. It just I did. I was going through a lot mentally. It was what it was. So
Right.
ever since then, that was when the Wolf was created. That's when I changed my name. I used to go by Sweet Pea in the amateurs, and then in the beginning of my pro career. Then I just feel like I needed a change. I changed my whole dynamic. I changed my mental process, everything, and then I became the Wolf. And then I've just been hunting down every single person that's in my way.
So the wolf was after the
Second
Sagawa guy.
loss. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, you only have two losses, so obviously you're on a roll since then.
Yep. 12 fights. 12 fights. 10 by knockout.
6 years, undefeated, 6 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, what? How far away do you think you are from getting a big fight?
No, I'm right there. I'm literally I'm extremely close. I'm actually I mean there's talks there it could possibly be an eliminator up next. I don't know. We just gotta see. But man, the crazy part is I was supposed to be Inoue's last fight, not Cardenas. That was supposed to be me. Only
Oh,
reason on- only reason it didn't happen was because I couldn't make the weight. And kept telling my management and my promotion, I said, look, like I want that fight. I don't care what nobody say. People can dick ride anyway all they want. Like I'm not taking away from him. He's a great fighter. I respect him. Got nothing but respect for him. But I'm a dog, man. I'm not like I promise you that dude is not finna treat me or fight me like anybody else he's ever fought.
so you said
I'm not fucking Stephen Fulton. I don't got pillow hands, brittle pillow hands like him. I'm really cracking. I guarantee that if I had knocked Inoue down like Cardenas or like Lewis Nery, he was not getting the fuck up. I guarantee that.
So you said you couldn't make 122, or you
I
could?
couldn't. I
You
couldn't
could.
anymore. I was there.
So
I had about 4 or 5 fights at 22, and then it was. I kept telling him like, bro, like y'all gotta hurry up, like hurry up, because like I said, I've been inactive for a year.
right.
So that whole time, I'm telling him like, yo, y'all, if y'all, we gonna make this fight, bro. Y'all gotta hurry up. I can't keep holding this shit. And
So
then I
go
ended
ahead.
up doing the San Martin fight, the
Uh huh.
last fight.
Uh huh.
And when I did that fight, that was the worst weight cut I ever had. And after that, that was what enticed my decision to go ahead and go up. I said, dude, I can't do this. Like, if I fight in a way like this, I'll probably get hurt.
What
And it won't be because of my skill. It'll be because my body won't let me. You know what I'm saying?
what do you weigh, if you can say, what do you weigh at usually on fight night?
Shit, it just depends. I can blow up pretty big. So it really just varies depending on how the weight cut is. If it's like really,
This last fight, what'd you weigh?
shit. I didn't check my weight this fight.
Okay. Are we talking like 140? That much or not?
Like I said, I did not check at all this
Okay.
fight.
Okay. So
But I mean,
so
in past fights, like
Matt lost him temporarily. Temporarily, he is driving people. So let's give it a second. No, what a good nickname was really sweet, Pete. Ah, we lost him. Well, he'll come back in. He'll come back in. You guys want any questions for Elijah? Put them in the chat now, especially if it's a super chat. But he's back.
yeah, my bad. Somebody had called me. I had to put my phone on do not
It's all
disturb.
good.
But what would you ask me? My fault. I forgot.
You were talking
Oh
about
yeah,
the weight
my
cut.
bad. Yeah, yeah. So as far as the weight though, yeah, like I didn't got big in the high 40s and so on before. So it just
Okay.
kind of depends on how how the weight cut go.
So is Inoue a possibility since you can't go to 22, and I don't think he's going up? Like, what do you think?
Well, he's supposed to. He's supposed to. That's supposed to be his last class is at 126. So I'm hoping that I can be the one to finally, like I said, I respect anyway, but I want to be the one to kill that whole 3-time undisputed dream that he has or whatever.
Yo, you beat him, because he's arguably number one or number two in the world,
I
not by
know
him. You know what I mean?
I will beat him. Like I said, people will be thinking I'm high off my ass. I'm okay. Everything happens for a reason. Even me going to Japan and I seen what I seen. Dude, them dudes ain't never seen nothing like me in their life.
So you were dominating over there.
I had fun. Just I'll say that I had fun.
You have fun. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, uh, Inoue, man, I don't know what he's gonna do, but that'll be a dope fucking. I mean, what about going up 5 pounds, 4 pounds for Roach?
I go. I mean, see, me and Lamont, we cool. We actually pretty cool. I mean, I'd still fight him for sure. If the money's right and everything, I'll fight him. We and him, we cool though.
Have you sparred him?
Um, no, he asked me to be a sparring partner for his fight before Tank,
You
but
didn't
I
do it?
just we was fighting on the same day.
Okay. Okay. So you never sparred.
Yes, yes, I ain't get to
And
spar.
you thought he beat Tank, or what'd you think of that fight? Out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
absolutely. I thought he won. I thought he won. Definitely, it was definitive to me. I mean, I did think it was close. It was close, but he won definitively to me.
Okay. Okay. Um. So what are the? I mean, Shushu, right? Is that something that you're eyeing or no?
Yeah. See me. The thing about I didn't say this about 3 times now. Me and
Yeah.
Shu, we are friends. Like that's probably one of the only friends I have in boxing. Like and especially as far as my contemporaries, somebody I can fight. He's the only friend. So
So let's
me
break
and
that
him.
down. Is that something that would make you not want to fight him?
No, no, no. Listen, though, that's what I'm saying. We've already spoken about it. Me and him, we don't have no, because me and him, we went 1-1 in the Olympic trials. So we already have a story. So it's a great build up everything. Like it's gonna be a great fight. But
Mm,
we just didn't want to rush into it. Like when he wanted to get a belt, I get a belt, and then we can unify and then make it a bigger spectacle.
right.
Because one, we can both get paid, and then that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have the best, just like he want me to have the best. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's
Right.
like it ain't no need to just rush into it until we can knock each other off for what? There's more targets out there.
Right. Well, okay. There's Espinoza, right? That's who he called out, I believe, right after the fight.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't get, but you don't know by now. I'm pretty sure you know by now, Marco. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight anybody.
I know you will. I know you will. I'm so okay. Espinoza, Nick Ball, Cool Boy
Oh,
Steph.
my fault, my fault. Yeah, man. Let me reiterate.
Okay.
Literally, I just made a post about this. My top three that I want next is obviously Fruity Fulton punk ass, Nick Ball, which Nick Ball he pulled out of negotiations with me and Shoo Shoo
Oh,
because Overtime was in talks with Queensberry about me and Nick Ball fighting for the WBA world title, and he pulled and he didn't want to do it.
okay.
Um and what's his name? Damn, hold on. Anyway, what the fuck is his name? Oh yeah, in a way, my fault.
Okay. So wait, what's up with Cool Boy? You guys have beef?
Yeah, we been beefing. Pretty
Oh,
much like I said, dude is he's a diva. I just pretty much put it that way. He's a diva. Like, dude got mad because I did an interview with Ellie Sackback. Um, and he thought I was throwing shade at him. I really wasn't. It was a very innocent thing. It was just an honest mistake. Like I had said that he asked me what do I think would happen if him in a way rematch. I said I think the same thing would happen. I think he would get stopped. I don't think he does well with power punches. But then they said, okay, so what about if you fought in a way? I said, in a way, gonna respect me. I'm not Stephen Fulton. And meaning that I can, I don't got goddamn paper in my gloves. I'm actually cracking shit. So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I didn't mean nothing by it. I'm just
All
everybody
right.
knows Stephen Fulton ain't got no power. Everybody,
Yeah.
I mean, every media commentator in boxing has spoke
Yeah.
on that and said you ain't got no power, bro. So
So he
I
didn't
was
like it.
so I didn't understand why he got so offended by that. So like pretty much a fan had tagged him on Twitter and was like, "Hey, you should fight Elijah Pierce as a comeback fight." And he was like, "What man? That dude is trash," and blah blah blah. Started talking shit about me. So I added him. I'm like, "Bro, I'm trash. Like, whoa. Like, what's up with all that? Like, I thought we was cool. Like,
Did
what
you
the
did you
fuck?"
hit him up like privately about it?
No, I mean I added him right there, and then I ended up seeing him in Vegas.
Uh
And
huh.
then when I seen him in Vegas, because I was like I said, Frank Martin sparring partner. So when I had went to that fight, to the Frank and Tank fight or whatever, I seen him. And when I seen him, he tried to act like he didn't see me with his bitch
Mm.
ass. And then but I ended up double back on him. And I was going to speak to him privately. I didn't want to do it in front of cameras. I was going to
Right.
talk to him man to man, like, bro, I ain't got nothing but respect for you. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know why, because initially I thought he was mad just because I publicly said he would get stopped again. That's why I thought he was mad. He was mad because he took it as shade, like that I said I'm not him, and that like talking about his power or whatever.
I
So
mean,
I was like, what? That pissed me the fuck off. And I'm like, bro, you really that hurt because I said that? So you gonna
right.
do all of this and start all this drama and like do all this lame ass shit because I said you got paper hands, pretty much. Like,
Wow, yeah, I didn't know that. He's all right. Well, so of all the dudes, right? Ball, Espinoza, Fulton. I don't know if you want to include Figueroa, Leo, Neary.
yeah, I'll fight any of them. Yeah, all of
So
them.
who do you think of all those? Who would you list first as would be the most difficult, and then second, who do you think would be the easiest for you?
The most difficult would probably be Espinoza, and which is that also that's the fight I want because I love fighting tall people.
Mm,
Um,
why is that?
because I know I'd be knocking their ass out. Um,
Okay,
and then I would say the easiest would probably be either Fulton or Nick Ball. Fulton or
Nick
Nick
Ball.
Ball.
So you don't think Nick Ball's? Some
No,
people
no,
call
it's
him.
not that he's not tough or he's not good or anything. I just think stylistically, like that bully shit is not finna work on me. You're not finna bully me like,
I was
because
about
the
to
thing
ask,
the
how
thing
would you
is
handle that?
I can box, I can bang. I'm one of the most adaptable fighters in the sport. Like I said, people have yet to see all the talent, all the everything. I get it, whatever, and it'll be shown when the time comes. But I'm one of the most adaptable fighters in the sport. Like I said, I can
And
fight a numerous amount of different ways. I'm not a one trick pony by any means.
right, I mean, because he's, a lot of people call him dirty. You agree with that? You think he's a little dirty?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like he just tried to bully. He a little kind of little stocky, short. He's just fucking short. He like 5'3".
He's
So it's
short.
like, so I'm like, dude, like, what you're not about to bully me. Like, you're not gonna bully me, bro. Just
Okay.
period. So
Okay. I mean, I don't even think Fulton. Like, I'm looking at the rankings. I don't even see him ranked.
Fulton, he literally has said he stated he does not want to fight me. He doesn't. He literally said he wants to fight me on the street.
He
Literally,
said that.
he said this twice to me that he wants to fight me on the street, and I said, dude, like you come, bro, like I'm like, dude, are you kidding me right now? Come on, bro,
It's
like
just yeah, that's goofy. That's goofy.
that's what I'm saying, like, bro, like we whole prize fighter, you a fucking world champion, dog. You talking about fight me on the street? He even said on Twitter, go look at his Twitter. He said, oh yeah, this dude gonna catch an ass whooping on the street and all that shit, and I'm like, dude, come on, bro. 'Cause first of all, I'm not playing with no other professional fighter in the fucking street. Like, I will literally I will. That's why I said what I said in my post fight interview. This fight, I said, dude, I'll really turn you into NBA cool boy. You'll never box again in your fucking life. Like I don't know. Like I don't know why you think this is a game. Like this ain't no video game. Like I'm not playing with nobody in the street. I got kids, bro. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like, get out of here with that. Let's do it the right way. Let's get in the ring where everybody can see it, see me beat your ass. And when I beat your ass, then just apologize and say, I was wrong. That's all you gotta do. And we can end it right there. It don't gotta be no more beef.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think makes somebody go avoid an actual fight since you guys are professional prize fight? What do you think makes him swerve and then start talking about the street?
Because he's scared. It's just simple, man. He's scared. And the only reason I say that, and I'm not saying it like as in like he's a punk, even though I think he's a bitch or whatever, like on a different type of wave. I'm not saying that he's actually a punk or nothing like that. I'm saying because look at what happened to him with Inoue. Look at the nature of the game and the sport. Everybody writ Cool Boy off when he lost to Inoue.
They did.
Everybody turned their back on him.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So if he lose to me and in violent fashion like he will, what you think they gonna do again?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
You're
gonna
you're
they gonna shit on him.
yeah, you're high risk for him. High risk.
Exactly. Very high risk. Very high risk.
Do you think that that's affecting your career though, because you don't have the biggest name yet, but you're a high risk? So you think
Right.
that's making people stay away from you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
why I really, I mean, over time, my promotion, they're doing what they can. It and Viva Promotion, Sean Gibson, they're doing what they can. So I don't. At the end of the day, only thing I can do is continue to knock out whoever they put in front of me. That's it.
That's it. I mean, it's so it gets frustrating, or you keep your cool. You know, your time will come. How do you feel about
I'll
it?
be frustrated like a motherfucker, but
Yeah.
what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
I can't cry, pitch a fit. I mean, I can't punch nobody because you know what I'm saying, like, or
Hmm.
at least like on the street or nothing like that. It got to be in the ring. So
I
that's it,
mean,
man.
knockouts sell, and like I said, 80. I don't know. I'm serious, man. 81% at featherweight is fucking high and impressive. I'm surprised you're not catching. I mean, maybe not last night, whenever it was, a couple nights ago, caught the eye. Maybe all it takes is the one fight, and you catch their eye.
It's coming, Marco. I'm telling you. The only reason
Yeah,
I say that is because people are only seeing a fraction of my potential. They are not seeing like, and they will see. I promise when it all comes into fruition, everybody gonna get to ass kissing and feet licking and everything else, boot licking and all that. Like just going crazy, bro. Like that's how it gets. I see that all the time in this game. Like fans, all they switch up literally at the tip of a hat. If you do something good, oh yeah, you the hot stuff for the week. You do something bad, you on everybody's shit list. That's just how this
I
game
know.
goes.
Well, they call it recency bias, right? But
That's how I go, man.
But you are right now. Your recency it's you left a great last fucking image in people's minds. Um, so that's dope. And I really hope, man. I hope they match you um against a big fight next. I mean, it, the game sucks though because you got to get ranked and all this shit, and it's like, but you got guys like Jake Paul, you got these Turkey, you got these promoters putting together fights, so you never know.
That's what, man. Like I said, and then I just gotta see. All right, fam. And then I don't know. I just gotta see, man. How? Oh, you want to go come in this way, Tony? What, is she in there? I'm saying you want to come in the other way, or can you get through? Oh, okay. Cool. For sure. Oh, okay. But like I said, man, they gonna see, bro. I think about it all the time. I used to get pissed off by with all the trolling and all that type of shit. I used to make me mad. Like put a big in the it just pretty much put the chip on my shoulder that much bigger. So
Yeah.
once I finally do break through, it's over with, and everybody can
It
kiss my ass after that.
is. Yeah, man. Nah, like I said, you left a great fucking impression this last fight. Even though you started slow, I'm telling you, man, this, knockouts are what sell in this sport. Like that's what sells, and you keep delivering that, man. It's just a matter of fucking time.
And it's gonna happen, bro. It ain't like this ain't no fluke shit. I'm really fucking putting lights out. Like I really work for Georgia Power, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm really shutting shit down.
I
So
feel you.
end of the day, with any of these guys, I'm ready to show improve. That's the whole thing. It's like it ain't like I'm shying away from the competition, trying to I'm trying to get easy fights or fight journeyman or whatever. I'm the one who's consistently calling people out. All people gotta do is check the track record. Go
Right, right,
look at
right.
my page. How many
Sure.
how many posts I got of me calling out all the champions, calling out Espinoza, what's his name? Angelo Leo. I got Mirage and Agmandalia, all them dudes. I didn't call all they ass out multiple times.
Yeah.
And I've been ducked. Rabis Ramirez, he ducked me twice. This is factual information.
Okay.
I was supposed to be the fight. I was supposed to be the one who took his title, not Espinoza. He had a choice to choose between me or Espinoza. He chose Espinoza.
Mm,
I'm gonna ask you because I know you're a big boxing consultant. Why
right.
do you think he chose Espinoza over me? Wouldn't it be highly likely that he was like, do I want to fight a skilled boxer, southpaw, or I'm gonna fight a tall Mexican dude who probably just knows how to bang? And
Right.
that's
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. You're
exactly.
you're high risk, high risk, but it'll pay off.
No,
It'll pay
absolutely,
off.
bro.
All right,
I'm
man.
patient.
I
I'm patient.
appreciate you. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I appreciate you talking to me. Let's talk again after you get that next knockout. Again, dope fight, by the way. It's mad entertaining.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. You know, anytime, bro. Just hit me.
I
We'll
got
get
you.
it going.
I got you. You're the man, man. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
All right. Peace. All right. Elijah Pierce. Elijah Pierce. I'll bring you guys back in. That dude can fucking punch, man. He's the one who had that famous. Here, I'll play it right now. This was him right here. This is him sparring Tank back in the day. That's him in the gray. That's Tank in the white. Ooh, fucking popping Tank. Ooh, yo, he caught him coming in like a burglar. Ooh, yo, he fucking rocked Tank. Oh, and then here Tank did the dirty shit. Oof. Oh, oh, see, Tank hit him on the break. Woo! I did a video on that. At the end, when Elijah hit Tank, Tank had been doing a bunch of dirty shit throughout the sparring. And then at one point, he did something dirty, and somebody yelled at him, like, yo, stop being dirty. And Tank turned around to look at him, and Elijah, like, hit him. He's like, fuck that. You want to be dirty? We could both get dirty. That sounded gay, but you know what I mean.
It was a dope interview. When he was talking about his dad being like, get the wolf out, I was like, okay, that's cool.
That's dope. That's so dope. He's a good guy. I like him. He's one of the guys I actually like as a person, too. He's mad cool. Seems like he has a good head in his shoulders, and he's very skilled. I mean, you saw that the thing with Tank just now. He fucking cracked him. Now, look, I know it's just sparring, but you could tell power and speed when you see it. You know what I mean? Okay, that was good shit, guys. You want to jump in? The link is there. Do so. Marco in the pen. Hey man, I guess it's
Something.
like a whatever tactile, fidgety thing. I don't know. Why not? You know why I started doing the pen? Because sometimes people think that I look like I'm a mannequin, so I move this around, and they know I'm not frozen.
You do look
Sometimes when
like
I
a
listen,
mannequin
I'm just
sometimes.
what's that?
I said sometimes I do be thinking that your screen is frozen, but it's not
Do you really? See, that's what I'm
frozen.
saying. That's exact
Yeah.
on TBV that happens. That's why I got the pen because I'm like, because sometimes when I'm listening, I'm just still. I'm like listening to you guys talk. I'll be like this, just listening. So if I do this, you know, it's not frozen. What's up, Mo Briggity?
Now, Marco, I'm gonna ask you this. I don't want you to share on your guess, but come on, do he really got a chance anyway, though? Come on now.
Yeah, he's bigger
Man,
than
get the hell
anyway.
out of here.
He's bigger
No,
than
see, I
anyway.
think he could beat like Nick Ball. I can see him beat Nick Ball.
What you mean? This dude punches hard. Why wouldn't he? Like why? Like why wouldn't he? He's a bigger guy. He's fucking 5'9", Pierce, I believe. Or no, maybe not. I think he's 5. He's relatively tall. He hits hard. He's a smart fighter. Remember we were watching and I was telling you guys this guy does not look like this usually. And then he put his foot on the gas and took this guy, took him to school, took him to school. So that was dope though, bro. What makes sense? Oh, the pen. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Do you think that was a true story about how someone, who did he say, said, let's fight on the street? Oh,
Cool
Cool
boy
Boy.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
think that's
true.
true?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? I don't think he's lying. Yeah. Dudes do that. Sometimes they do that because they know that if they don't want to seem like bitches turning down an actual fight. So it's like, well, you know what? Let me make myself seem as hard as possible. I'll fight you in the street. It's like, come on. Like, what are we doing here? In the street. Like, goofy. Dumbest thing fighters could do is fight in the street. Especially guys
That
who are like on the come up. Yeah, no, that is fear. I mean, I'm not saying Cool Boy's scared because I don't know him, right? But that generally saying something like that generally does mean you're avoiding the fight. I don't know if it's out of fear or whatever it's out of, but that usually what that means. And you're trying to, it's like a dick measuring contest. Yeah, I'm gonna punk him. I'm gonna make him look like a bitch. It's like, nah, not really. Makes you kind of look more like when you're the one trying to instigate the fight. So, what's up, Alfonso? Yeah, man, that was fun.
you heard you've heard the Mike Tyson Mitch Green story? For sure you have.
I have a video on it.
Oh, word.
Yeah, why? What about it? Oh, the fight?
No, they probably took years off Mitch's life. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know if it took years off his life, but here, wait, let me see. I got how long is this one? Oh, this is short. Is this the one? Here, let me play this one. I did this a long time ago. You'll see that my style is different, but yeah, this is the Mitch Green Tyson one. Oh wait, what just happened? Hold on. All right, here we go.
Mike Tyson heads down to Harlem, NYC to Dapper Dance to get some fresh gear. Goes in, he bigs up his man who works there. He turns around behind him, everybody gets quiet, and he sees Mitch Blood Green. They had fought earlier that year, and Mike Tyson beat him in a one-sided 10-round unanimous decision. Mitch Blood Green, though, known for this, he is high as a kite. They big up each other real quick, but that Mitch Blood Green
No, these are real pictures from that night. Somebody was taken, by the way.
Gets up in Mike's personal space, and before you know it, words are exchanged. Mike gets up, and next thing you know, Mitch is on the ground.
Real pictures. All this is real pictures taken from that fucking altercation.
Very next day, you see what happened to Mitch. He took a swelling on that eye. He took a lumping, and Mike Tyson took a beating on his hand. He broke it clean. People always wonder what happened to Mitch Green. Here is Mitch Blood Green.
This is me. I met him. This is when I was hanging out with him a couple years ago.
2023, I bumped into him. Definitely way calmer. He's just chilling, living a quiet life.
Yeah, so that's my Mitch Green video.
There's a really dope article online called "I Became Friends with Mitch Blood Green," and this reporter went through a news when he was a kid, went through like a phone book and found his his phone number and called him, and he's like, "Who the fuck is this?" Basically, and the dude was like, "Yo, I'm a fan." And over time, Mitch started calling him back. So it's kind of a dope story on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mitch is a very eccentric. I've seen him a couple times recently. He's not in great shape. You know, he walks with a cane. I saw him recently, actually, like 3-4 months ago, and he looked, you know, similar to in that video, just a little worse. His speech is not very good. I don't know if it's punch drunk or or I don't know. He used to be a heavy like a drug addict too, so I don't know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Nah, he didn't die, Reek. I just saw his ass like 3-4 months ago. I like your delivery better in this video. Oh, you like when I'm not screaming? Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. You could take it over or just
Yeah, I'll fuck with the chat. What's good, guys? I don't know how many people are watching. 30? 30's pretty good for 1:48 p.m. on the East. I don't know. Can you do a poll? I'm not sure. You guys really think Inoue beats Elijah Pierce beats Inoue? It's hard for me to bet against Inoue.
So, Aiden, did you really think that Rohan Polanco's performance was satisfactory, or were you just trolling?
Yo, I enjoyed it, but it might just be because he gets so many knocks outs. I kind of felt like there was an anticipation the whole fight, which I enjoyed. But I mean, he didn't get the knockout. I wasn't trolling though.
What were you talking about?
We were talking about Rohan Polanco's underwhelming performance.
Oh, right.
And so just so you understand, Marco, just so you understand, Rohan Polanco's coach has been going on Johnny's stream literally every night, going on about how great his fighters are and how Rohan Polanco's in it hot shit and he's better than
Like delusional?
Roman. And well, I don't know. I mean,
Does
I
he
don't know. This is
sound
really
like
my first fight watching.
Does it sound delusional or like over the top to you?
Over after the last night's performance, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. And then he's Polanco's a Puerto Rican?
No, he's Dominican.
Filipino.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he called him a homo mad times. He called him Michelle Tyson. Yeah, he was crazy. Mitch was crazy. I was at fights in the early 2000s. One of my man Jeremy was a active heavyweight, and Mitch would just show up to every press conference challenging everybody like crazy. And he was already at that point probably in his 40s, like hadn't fought in forever, but just crazy. He would always show up. Even then, people would just laugh like, "Oh, there he is," you know.
On some Shannon Briggs,
So-
right?
Nah,
Was he-
Briggs
was he
only
from
did.
New York?
I'm close with Briggs. He's like my friend, literally. But no, he only did that when he was trying to fight Klitschko. Like he was trying to fight a champion at least. Mitch Green just shows up to these like random fucking low level cards, just wanting to fight everybody.
Was bro from was he from New York?
Who?
The dude
Who?
I'm talking about.
Elijah Pierce, right?
No,
Mitch
Mitch
Green.
Mitch Green. Yeah, Mitch Green was from the Bronx. He was actually a leader of a he was like in a gang, some gang. Yeah, he's from the Bronx.
Marco, I wanted
Yeah,
to
I heard
ask you
about
for your professional opinion since you brought up Mike Tyson. I was watching a Mike Tyson clip earlier. Now,
Sure.
I don't know if you saw, but last night, Emiliano Vargas, he had a first round knockout in like the first couple
Yeah, I
minutes
saw
of
it.
the first round.
Yeah, he hit him
You
with a
saw it,
no-brainer,
right?
right?
Yeah, there were a lot of people saying like, "Oh, it looked like a phantom punch. It looked like he took a
Phantom?
dive," and all.
Clipped him. What you mean?
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to ask you.
No.
Is it common to see fighters have a delayed reaction when they get hit in the temple like that guy did?
Yeah. Case in point, when Mike Tyson won to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history, he hit
Against Trevor
Trevor
Berbick.
Berbick delayed reaction and not only fell down once, fell down 3 times from the same punch. Kept trying to get up and falling back down. Yeah, it's common. Now you got some punches like Tyson versus Bruce Seldon. Those you remember that looked a little. Bruce Seldon was kind of, he might have threw some fights, but we can't tell. But for the most part, you could tell when a punch lands. Like even so, Ali against Sonny Liston. That's one of the biggest ones. Fred, you in here? You watching, Fred? My man, Fred. Ali versus Sonny Liston is the biggest one. You see it clearly land. It pops. You guys know what I'm talking about, or should I play it?
I know. I don't know if these guys know. But
The anchor punch. It hits him, and now Liston is out from it. And that one is a punch because Liston claimed later in life, "Oh, I threw that for the mob." I can't tell. It hit him, but it's there's certain punches. My point is, it's hard to decipher if it looked hard enough to do the damage it did. With that one, I couldn't really tell. Plus, it was in 1966 or whatever. The footage. It wasn't. Yayan wouldn't even watch it because he doesn't watch anything that's not 4K. So it is hard to see it.
yeah, I recall
You can't even watch
in an
like
interview.
Hagler.
What was that, Aiden?
I was saying you couldn't even watch like a lot of the Hagler fights if you're only going to watch 4K.
Well, that's Yayan. Yayan doesn't like watching anything that's not 4K, but that's how he is.
Yeah, I like watching grainy fight film. It gives it character.
Yeah, I mean, and you just have to, in your brain, realize that frames per second are a thing, and this is going to be a little fucking faster in real life than it shows. Yayan's like, "Whoa, Sugar Ray Robinson was slow." I'm like, it's fucking low resolution, like way less frames per second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in some cases, I like watching the old stuff better because of the way the way the production is and the framing is. You can see their whole bodies, and they don't just do all these crazy. Like you just see one shot, you see their whole bodies, you can see their
Right.
footwork, you can see everything.
Right. The
They don't
tough
have all
ones are
these
like
like
Jack Johnson.
crazy shit.
The first ever fights ever recorded in the early 1900s, like 1908, 7. Those are tough because it's very few frames per second, so it's a lot of skipping, so it's hard to get it, but you still get an idea of what's happening. A good idea, I would even say, but not. But Jack Johnson was so fucking dominant, and I wish there was better because he was one of the best infighters to ever live and one of the best defensive fighters to ever live, for his era, obviously. Yeah.
What weight class was he in?
What's that?
Heavyweight? Jack Johnson?
Jack Johnson was the first ever black heavyweight champion in history. Yep. From Galveston, Texas. Yeah. Had a third grade education, but sounded like a college professor when he talked. It was crazy. There's footage later in life of him talking. Back then there was actually no audio.
I was gonna say back then, a third grade education, you probably fucking a Rhodes Scholar. Like it was probably better than most back then. Shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But this dude was doing 26 round, 40. I think 40 round fights was the most. I don't think he never did he might have been involved in the last roundless fight, where there's no end. I want to look at the Jack Johnson fight in the last. What would be the word? Not roundless, but
Endless.
Endless. And thank you. Endless rounds fight. Let's see. I think he was, but I'd like to know what I'm talking about. No, he did not participate in the last endless rounds fight. That was Jack Johnson. Yeah, Fireman. What? Said the events. What the fuck? Johnson most notable about? No, I guess he didn't. Okay.
I mean, it might be the last one that anybody cared about. People say that about Holyfield versus Kawi being the last 15 round fight, but it's the last one that anybody gave a shit about. Like so. I mean, back then they were probably still having like legit, like real bum fights. So those motherfuckers, they probably, but there was the guys that nobody cared about. So
Here we go. The last recorded match with unlimited rounds. Andy Bowen versus Jack Burke. I think Burke has the most wins out of anybody in history. It went it went 110 rounds. They fought for 7 hours and 19 minutes. It's 1893. 7 hours. I mean, who the fuck is still sitting there enjoying that?
You want me to believe them fighters can fight in today's era? Yeah, you are.
What you mean? That's more impressive to go twice.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Wait.
Yeah, that's totally backwards.
What are you talking about, Yayan? That's harder.
That's one of two things. They clearly wasn't either. They wasn't good or they wasn't punching like that. Is in my opinion.
What? So you're saying they went endless rounds because they wasn't good or they weren't punching hard? That's why. That
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You know how hard it is to go end 110 rounds? I get if it's like the weekend at Bernie's, they're not doing anything, but they're fighting 7 hours.
Come on,
You're
bro.
wilding out. See what I mean? You got, Johnny has his Puerto Rican bias and his Norman bias. You got the fucking recency bias bad.
Y'all just make no offense to y'all. Y'all just make dumb points to me. That's just how is that better
So
in today's boxing?
since we're going to use the word dumb, which we shouldn't, yours sounded way dumber because you're saying that people who do shit that's way harder and way more strenuous isn't as good. That just makes no sense.
So who was the fighters and what did they accomplish and what did they do?
What?
But that's even worse. There's two guys that are like nobodies, and they could still do that.
There weren't nobodies. Those guys were top fighters at the time.
Literally, what do you
Those guys were top fighters at the time, so there weren't nobodies then. But what's the difference? It's way harder to do that.
Sure, man. I guess
It is.
I guess.
Ryan, you could probably. If I got in the ring
I
with
agree.
you,
We're going to agree to disagree because
if I got in the ring, what does this isn't? So look, this isn't even an arguable point. This is literally a fact. Doing something longer that's more strenuous is harder. This isn't even like we have our opinions. It's a fact.
I think he's just saying they weren't as punishing on each other as modern fighters might be. You don't think that's the case at all?
No, they had smaller gloves back then. No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
you
not
think
what
they'd
he's
have to go
saying.
down in weight today?
He was saying that somehow that's way easier and that they wouldn't last today.
See, and this is what I don't like. You putting words in my mouth. I never said it was way easier. It's not impressive. It's fighting for 7 hours.
No, you did say that. You said those guys wouldn't get the fuck. They wouldn't last now. You said some shit like that.
Okay, where did I say easier?
Okay, well, you're inferring that, and it's
I'm not inferring nothing. I'm saying what I'm saying.
It's way more difficult to do what they did.
What does fighting for 7 hours accomplish? Like, what is that?
We're not talking about that. We're saying how somebody who could do that would last today, no problem, because their stamina and their endurance would bury these fucking guys, and that's just a fact. Am I wrong?
Stamina. Okay, they got better stamina than
and endurance
fighters today.
Tougher.
Yeah, but they hit softer. Clearly,
probably yes.
They hit softer. They smaller. Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Smaller? No, we're talking about
also you have to remember with smaller gloves, that means their hands are less protected. It's the same thing with like bare knuckles, so they can't blast each other like
those
they
guys
can now.
Would get fucked up. It was way more gruesome, and they did that shit for the fucking 7 hours. And mind you, too, Yayan, they didn't have knockdowns the way they have them. These dudes would stand on top of you, and the second your knee lifts the canvas, they start plowing you. Not now where you get the 10 seconds, you get the gloves wiped. Are you okay?
All right,
it was fucking harder.
Okay, so you're not answering my. How many times did these dudes go down? Like, how many times?
I don't know. I could look it up. What's the difference?
I don't know, Marco.
No, I'm asking. Why you even at? What's your point of asking this?
It's clearly because they don't hit hard. It's like, how do you fight?
Focused on who hits hard. Okay.
What do you mean?
So you're saying that
to be clear,
hit harder. Well, maybe they do, but that they still. You said your initial comment was, "Oh, they wouldn't last today." Some shit like that.
I did not. I said you want me to believe these fighters can last today.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's what you said. They didn't last today. So, of course, that's the basis of this talk right now. You said that they basically couldn't last today, and I'm telling you what they did proves that they could last.
I'm gonna tell you what I said because what I was thinking. It's hard for me to believe that those fighters can last in today's era of boxing.
Okay, evolution is for a reason, right? We've talked about this. I think Joe Louis is the greatest heavyweight to ever live, but somebody like Andrew Gallardo will probably destroy him because of the evolution of size, of exercise technology, of nutrition, all that. So you have a point there, but if they were in today's, society and they adjusted and they had the fucking stamina and the grit from going 100 rounds, like they would fucking be way better, if anything.
And that's where I can agree with you. If that and that's the point I was trying to make. y'all and this one I asked you about Ray Robinson. You said you could take Ray Robinson from wherever in his prime, like the 1940s. You could take that Ray Robinson and put him today. He'd do the same thing.
He
That's
would
crazy.
clean house. He would
Him
clean out
No,
the
let me
again,
continue, please.
Yayan,
Let me
Yayan.
continue. Just real quick.
We went over this. I agree with you, except for Ray. Ray, I think would, but most fighters wouldn't.
Okay, now let me finish the point. I think if you take the stuff they was doing back then and then apply it today and amplify it a little bit, then I can agree with you. Like, okay, I can see the stuff that they was doing. It would be, how can I say? Like, it would still be impressive today, like with the stuff they were doing back then. If you know what I'm
Because
saying?
we're
And I agree with
watching
CJ.
this.
And I agree with CJ. The greats, the truly great fighters of any era is gonna
Well,
be great in any
so
era.
I pull up, I do the research, and I tell you guys, oh, you know, it was 110 rounds, 7 hours. And your first comment was, oh, you think they would last today? Like you shitting on something that's so hard to do. That's what threw Mo. Mo, I think, was on board with me. That's we're like, what? That's actually impressive.
That's not impressive to me.
It's way
Because
more
like
brutal too.
and like you
Jesus.
said yourself, like you say all the time, this is a fight that we obviously somebody had to get knocked out, but that's after 7 hours of fighting. Of course, he probably got knocked out by a jab. Like, come on now, like they fighting for 7 hours straight, damn near.
Okay, so the skill level wasn't what it was because it didn't evolve, but it's still super difficult, super impressive, and way harder to do that than to fucking, you know, you've boxed before, you've hit the bag. Picture doing it, you know, whatever, 1,000 times more than you do it. Like it's fucking almost impossible.
Hey man, again, I'm gonna disagree. I just don't. I'm gonna say this is my last and final point. I think you can't take a fighter from any era and just put him in today's. But I'd say if you take their skill set and what they did back then and then try to apply it to today, then I can agree that they will last today because it's way more advanced than it was back then. So
Sugar Ray Robinson could last today. I don't know.
I,
If
I'm
you
gonna
I
be
agree.
just
controversial.
I just don't believe that. But if you,
I'm-
again, if you take him, his skill set and what he was doing and apply it to today,
No,
then I
he
can
would.
agree.
He would wreck shop as is today.
Well, that's hard for me to believe.
Okay. I mean,
But go ahead.
I'll go one further. I'll be controversial and say, forget all that other stuff of like, oh, the training techniques and all the whatever, that doesn't, none of that matters. None of that matters. I think if you took Ray Robinson in his prime and you plucked him in and you put him in the welterweight division today, he would wreck all those guys because I think something that modern fans don't understand is that those guys were trained by like guys who did nothing. They spent 70 years of their lives in boxing gyms. That's all they did. Those are the guys that these guys were trained by. And I think in the 90s, the sport went through a huge brain drain where there's like techniques, training techniques. The sport lost a ton of actual like tribal knowledge that it will never get back. Like you will never ever see an inside fighter as good as Roberto Duran. You'll never see a boxer as good as a pure boxer as good as Pernell Whitaker. You'll never see those things anymore because the people who taught them how to do that stuff aren't with us anymore and they didn't pass down that knowledge to anybody. So guys like that,
Nah,
you can easily pick them up, pluck them in today, and I think they would destroy because nobody would know what to do.
I mean, Terrence Crawford, you don't think he would have more technique than obviously perhaps the best ever, Sugar Ray Robinson, but his technique definitely wasn't as good as Terrence, right? Like, hasn't boxing evolved over time?
his technique. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
it looks like it is. It looks like he
I'm
throws.
not-
He's a modern fighter. You have guys like Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson, who are fighting like, come here, she. They're not modern, but Sugar Ray Robinson's a modern fighter. Once boxing got modernized, there really wasn't that much. I played you guys Benny Benton. What the fuck's his name? First name?
Georgie Benton.
George Benton. That looked like modern. That looked like that looked like a fighter today.
Now, did I not say that? I said he looks like a modern fighter.
Okay, right. And that's right the same time that Sugar Ray was fighting. And that's my point. They're all modern fighters.
No. He was fighting in the 60s?
Sugar Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went into the 60s. He started in like the 40s or 50s, but he fought into the 60s. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do you one better. I think one of the reasons why guys like James Toney and Sugar Ray were and Floyd were so successful is because the people who could teach them how to fight that style and counter that Philly shell style, they don't exist anymore. When back in Georgie Benton's day, there's probably a million guys like that. You probably throw a rock in any direction and find some guy to go into the gym and help you and train spar for that. But
That's
now,
what I'm saying. Like those
now
are
you
all
can't even
modern
fight
fighters.
anybody.
Yeah,
He does a good Philly show. We saw Rohan Polanco. He does the disgusting, nasty ass Philly show. We ridicule these guys because they can't do it. Same with Ryan Garcia.
Right. Yeah, those are all modern fighters. Any modern fighter, which is, I mean, God, I would say probably the 50s would be when it really like when almost all the fighters, like you didn't really have any more of the shit left over. Any of those from the 50s on were modern.
This is hard for me to agree with, but
you could see the video. They're clearly modern. They have their hands up. They're slick, like Georgie Benton was, like Sugar Ray was.
Yeah, he was tough. Yesterday, Ben told me about dog. Like he was. I like him.
That's how people fought back then. So if he could do it, obviously there could be others who were doing it, and there collapses your argument right there.
I mean, there were guys doing that shit that we probably never even heard of. They probably never even made it to main events. They were just great fighters who never got the breaks.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to be like our buddy Plasma, but that don't collapse my argument because it's not an argument. It's a belief. I'm not arguing nothing. I just don't believe that could happen.
Well,
like if it was allowed today, you don't think anyone would go 110 rounds.
Big up to my man Troy, but these are observable facts. Like that's what they did. There's video footage of it.
Blake Griffin was tough, but no, come on now, that's Dr. J.
Who? What?
He said Ryan thinks Blake Griffin is better than Dr. J.
Oh, we're going into that. Okay. Well, I mean
basketball.
Dr. J wasn't, whatever. But
he was a superstar, but he wasn't no.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Blake Griffin didn't even reach his full potential.
The fighters that weren't modern were the ones who would have a lot of problems, or the ones that are way smaller when we're dealing with heavyweights, because all the other weight classes, it doesn't matter because they're the same weight. But the fighters that weren't modern, 40s, 30s ish and before, they would have problems with in today's day, or the heavyweights back then, because big George Foreman, right? 6'3", 225. Fucking these dudes are way bigger on average right now. So like those heavyweights would have some issues because of just the evolution of size. But all the other fighters in the modern
not the evolution of skill, apparently.
Huh?
Yeah,
not the evolution of skill.
Yeah. What up, Dez? Oh wait, what'd you say?
Oh man. I said so. They will only lose because of the size, not the skill.
Yeah, I know he's in there. The modern fighters, no. The modern fighters had the same skill. Modern fighters, no. The skill would have. I just explained that. But before that, the non-modern fighters, it would be the skill. Their skill level just.
I disagree, Marco. I disagree.
Okay.
I think for the heavyweight division, more than any other division, is the division where you can get the farthest with the least amount of skill. You just look at guys like Zhang, look at guys like look at guys like Deontay Wilder, for fuck's sake. He ruled the division for like 7 years.
Well, Wilder was an unbelievably hard puncher.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that's all he had.
I wouldn't bring him up because he's one in a million. What he did is 1 in a million.
But I'm gonna ask this, and this is always my counter argument. Can we take a fighter from today and put him back there?
A fighter from today? What do you mean? Can we?
And would they be dominant? Is that what you mean?
God. Oh my God! Now you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Usyk.
Can we?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm saying the same thing. Y'all asked me.
Oh yeah. I think Tyson Fury.
Would a fighter today dominate back then? Back when? What years are you talking about? Modern, pre-modern fighters or post-modern fighters?
Oh my gosh.
Huh? You keep cutting out. What'd you say?
Listen, I don't know, man. Whatever
I think
years.
you get what Yan's saying.
I'm sorry,
I think somebody like Usyk, you could pluck him in and he'd probably be pretty competitive with the golden era, like the '90s and stuff. He'd
Oh,
be
90s,
fucking,
yes. I'm talking about pre-modern.
I'm saying with the era y'all talking about, all these 1950 fighters and all that, like can they do the same thing that they doing now?
If you put them now,
If you put
Oh my
Usyk back
God,
then,
man.
would
Come
he
on,
dominate the heavyweight
Yeah,
division
thank
and
you.
all the
Thank
other
you.
champs as well?
if Usyk could
probably.
go back now and dominate 1950s fighters, that's what you're asking me. Heavyweights, yeah. Usyk's. I
Yeah.
said heavyweights don't count because they're
Okay,
so much
so let's
bigger now.
say okay, let's do Terrence Bud Crawford. Can he do
Okay.
the same thing?
Yes, but he's a standout in my opinion.
He is a stand. I mean,
No,
he
okay,
might be
so
one of the greatest to ever live. So
let's go. Let's say
Yeah,
Brian
who's the-
Norman, is he doing well at welterweight back then? Is he cleaning out?
we don't know enough about him yet.
let's say Devin Haney at 135, 140, 147.
And what year are we talking?
The same era, 1950s, 60s, 70s, all that.
So at postmodern.
I'd say no.
Oh, it's just okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I would maybe lean towards no, but he has a chance.
Yeah, dude's crazy, man.
Well, I say no for this simple fact that the sport has evolved to benefit guys that fight the style like
but
Haney. So like
do you know
12
what's
rounds
crazy, though?
benefits Haney.
You know what's crazy? You're saying we're crazy, but the fact that you don't know who, like, I know who these fighters are. You have no idea. You're just thinking straight off blind recency bias because you're young. Nah, there's no way he can. You don't even know
And you know
any of the fighters he
listen,
fights. So how can you say no?
No,
when you
I'm
haven't
not
even
saying
seen-
I'm not saying that.
Hold on. If you were to go watch all the fighters, like the let's say the top 5 at the time, then you come back, you say, nah, I don't. I respect it, but you don't even fucking know. You're just saying no out of bias. That's my problem with this.
I didn't say no. I just think it's just quick. It's just crazy how y'all quick to say a fighter from back then could jump in today's era.
Because we have seen the fighters fight. You haven't. Like, we're
man.
going by, I've seen Georgie
Can't
Ben. I've
even-
seen these guys.
I can't
I've
finish
seen
my
Haney.
point, Marco.
Huh?
I can't finish my point.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's crazy how y'all quick to say a fighter from back then could dominate today, but as soon as we say can a modern fighter go back in time, it's I don't know. It's like,
Well, you picked Haney.
I'm just saying that's a good quality champion. Like that's a good fighter.
The jury's still out.
Is he? Oh man,
Yayan, I think the guys at like the 40s and the 50s would walk through every single punch that Haney throws and would brutally knock him out. Like I don't think you understand
dudes
how
wasn't punching like
barbaric.
that either, though.
Oh yeah, they were.
No, I know, but those motherfuckers took a lot
Rocky
of.
Graziano.
You name it. Okay, so now you purposely naming dudes that had knockouts.
No, I didn't say Marciano. I said Graziano.
I know. I'm just saying.
Well, those guys that
even
won
then.
110 rounds, I guess he's saying, like, would they get dominated if they had to fight, like, a 12-round fighter from today, right? Isn't that the question?
Oh, probably.
And
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. And then that's why I don't like this topic too, because it's all speculation. Like I think y'all not to disrespect, like, but older people, I think they just think they era the greatest, and I think that's just how people think in time. Like people that grew up in the 50s think they time the greatest. People that grew up in the 60s, they think they time the, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. But
Nah.
And then- and then-
We've seen it, so we can compare it.
I don't know. No comment.
Y'all think Usyk beats the old Foreman, like the Foreman Grow Foreman?
Maybe.
Yeah,
because he
probably.
was- maybe. Yeah.
He'd probably do
Gentlemen.
what
So,
Joe
Bob?
Frazier couldn't.
We got these young guys in here speaking
Okay.
blasphemy, Bob.
Listen, what some things you don't understand. Yeah. So people back in the day, like when I grew up, they actually fought in the streets. I teach in high school. Like 95% of the kids I know, they ain't been a fight yet. So what I'm getting to is, yeah, nutrition might be better. Those dudes back then could fight better. They was fighting in the streets, not only in the gyms.
Yeah, that's
You know they was fighting in the street. They knew how to fight. People nowadays, Devin Haney is a boxer. Can he fight in the street? I'm talking about, has he been in a street fight?
We saw
You talking
one.
about all the boxers that been in fights, multiple. I'm saying, and the thing about George Foreman had that natural country boy strength. That's better than you being in the weight room. I think George Foreman be knocking these guys out. He was naturally strong from doing chores and all that stuff he did around country boy strength. That's different from weight room strength. and all this conditioning. So George Foreman was a different dude. He'd be knocking all these guys out, I
That's a good
believe.
point. That's a
And,
good point.
and I'm gonna say this right now. No disrespect to you, Marco, or even Mo. That's the best point like somebody has made. Is they now that's because they saying Mo. He basically saying they came up different. Like they actually, you know what I'm saying, grew up fighting, and that's a good point.
Well, I'll say something else. Someone like George Foreman, this dude had like world class coaches, guys that were like, you know, training Olympic level fighters, guys who were training people for 40, 50 years around him. He had Archie Moore in his corner. He had Dick Sadler in his corner. He had like real guys, not like fucking like Bill Haney, God bless him, but he's not exactly a, you know, he didn't spend his whole life in a boxing gym. He's not some boxing dad. These guys who do this shit, this is their whole everything, their entire lives dedicated to the sport, training these great fighters. You don't really see that anymore.
Yeah.
And I think
Okay.
with the lack of doctors, man, them guys wasn't worried about CT. Man, they would fight through concussions, everything. Devin Haney's gonna be worried about, oh, I got a little cut. These guys are fighting through cuts. They fighting through concussions. They were tougher. People were tougher back then. They just were. Devin Haney
Yeah.
might have be better. He might be trained. You see him training on track, doing all that. But Devin Haney ain't tough like these guys was tough.
Right. But there is like I agree with you, Bob. But evolution is you cannot fuck with evolution. Like everything over time gets better, sports wise. You know what I mean? So there is something to be said about today's fighters, and I don't just mean
Just
evolution.
skill
And
level.
I mean right skill level, but also just body. Like the heavyweights now, we talk
Mhm.
about this being 200, 250, 300 is normal. What the fuck is Joe Louis going to do with that? Where he was barely 199 pounds.
And again, aside from like the heavyweights, I honestly agree with y'all. Like when y'all say like, it's just like when I say like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. That's like all the like again like that's like the modern era to me. That's like I could see a fighter from the 60s fighting in today's. But it's when y'all say these 1945, I just don't see it,
But
bro.
Marco, somebody like Dubois, who he's a master. He leave himself so wide open. These guys they would touch his chin. You don't think they would knock him out?
Dubois, they would.
Yeah. Well, for these guys, or that's pre-modern to me. So they would have a lot harder time against today's fighters.
But
I already told you.
that's
I mean,
Ray
if
Robinson era
Joe
though.
Frazier hit
No, Ray
Dubois, man,
Robinson.
Dubois going to sleep.
Ray Robinson was a modern fighter.
You said okay, so you basically saying he exception to the rule.
Ray
Yeah.
Robinson was fighting right as the
The modern
fighters
era.
started becoming modern. Yes. Right.
Okay,
So,
then if that's the case, then that whole conversation is ill and void. So then I agree.
well, yeah, it is. I mean, he is. He was fighting. I was very clear. Modern. Modern fighters like here. Have you ever seen Jack Dempsey fight before?
Probably not. No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
play.
yeah. I have.
Marco, I
That's
was asking you, if Joe Frazier hit Dubois, you don't think he would knock him out?
yeah. If he landed on him, sure. But if
I mean,
Dubois hit
they can take
Frazier,
him in.
but if Dubois
But
hit Frazier,
Dubois not that big compared to like the old heavyweights.
all right. So I'm gonna play this. This is Jack Dempsey. He was one of the first modern heavyweights to put his hands up by his head. All right. This is when I told you guys 100,000 people. Look at that. We're watching his fights.
He looks
Setting-
small right there though.
This guy's fighting. Yeah. Well, he was 6'1", and he was 185 pounds. Him and Rocky
That's
Marciano.
a heavyweight back then.
He was, but the guy Jess Willard that they just showed you, this guy was like 6'6". He was one of the rare exceptions. So he's 6'1", and then I'll show you in a second. And then this guy right there, that guy was 6'6", an exception. They almost had no guys that big. So this guy was 5 inches taller and like 30 or 40 pounds heavier. And you see Jack Dempsey, he got the fade. This is what Mike Tyson took his shit from. I'm gonna show him actually fight.
Took what?
Took the
Look
side-
what he. Oh my god. Oh my god.
look right.
dog.
So
Go back.
this guy wasn't modern, right? Jack Dempsey
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
really modern, as you could see right there. How his hands were low. So this is 1920s though. Yeah, and so this is now that's him knocking out the 6'6".
Oh, okay. I'm thinking this one of them. Okay.
No, this isn't modern. This isn't. I wanted to show you. Now it was starting to transition. Some of the fighters were starting to get modern here, but most weren't. So that's why I'm showing you. This is not modern. This guy would have a problem with any of today's heavyweights because look at him. His hands are low. He's fucking windmilling punches. You see? But look, the second the dude gets up, look, he goes down. Now I want them to show it to you. He's just standing over him waiting. The second your knee gets off the canvas, the dude can start popping. Oof. Damn, he made him crip walk right there. And look, this is a
Beautiful
guy.
left
Look
hook.
at him. He doesn't have a muscle on his body. This was one of the most feared heavyweight champions, era for era. This guy.
I'm gonna ask this. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, what did he do before boxing?
I don't know. He used to get in mad
Okay.
fights. With what Bob said, he used to walk into saloons. Look. He was the first guy. Look, he's doing the Tyson movement. Tyson got his movement from him. Obviously, not nearly as good as Tyson, but he was one of the first to start bobbing and weaving. And he's just fucking destroying that guy. That was when he won the championship. And let me see. I want to show some more. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'll stop it. But that's non-modern. Now Rocky Marciano was Sugar Ray Robinson. He was a modern fighter. He had his hands up. He was
Yeah,
slick.
now I will agree. Like him and Ray Robinson's footage look totally just completely different.
Right. No, they are different. They are different. And I'm saying that's my whole point. When I kept repeating, modern fighters can fight in today's day. Not all of them, a lot of them, but the non-modern, nah. Even Joe Louis, Joe Louis was modern-ish, not really.
It was
You know,
just his dude size. You said
he was just. I mean, he fought in the 30s and 40s. He fought into the 50s. Joe Louis. He wasn't really. He was a little modern, but not really. So he's the greatest heavyweight I think who ever lived in terms of his era because he was so dominant. But he couldn't fucking touch these guys today. They're just too big and too evolved.
Yeah, and I looked it up. Jack Dempsey was in a coal mining family,
bro,
so he
I
worked
swear
at
to
a
God, I
coal
swear to
mine
God, I
before
said that.
became a fighter.
I think I knew that. Yeah, he's from
I was about to say he
Colorado, I
was a
believe.
coal miner.
Yeah, it's from Manassas, Colorado. They called him the Manassas Mauler, which is the town he grew up in Colorado. But he would go into bars, even at the age of 13, 14, and challenge and knock grown men out. Like what Bob was saying. These guys were fighting, like fucking always, and do it for money. He would come in, the famous line is, I will lick, which sounds gay now, but lick means fight, knock out. I'll lick any man in here. He would come in and just say that shit and start fighting them. And I think they would do it for money. Dudes would be like, oh, word? All right, I got five. Go.
Well, that's just like a tough man contest, right, Margo? That's basically what it is.
Basically,
You
yeah.
can't even do stuff like that nowadays.
But that's what Bob was saying. It's true. That's what these
But
guys do.
I mean, I feel like that only goes to an extent. Like, I mean, for Foreman, you don't think Usyk outboxes the young Foreman, like the Rumble and the Jungle Foreman, and then the old Foreman. I mean, he almost didn't beat Michael Moore.
No,
I
the
mean,
old
he has
Foreman
better-
isn't as good as the young one.
Yeah, I think he has better technique. You don't think so?
No, the old Foreman was not nearly as good as the young Foreman. He was a little more
Word.
patient, maybe a little smarter, but nah. Like if you think about it, the old Foreman really got fucked up by every good fighter he fought except Michael Moore, where he landed one punch. I mean, he didn't beat anybody good. I mean,
Yeah,
Morrison,
a guy who was an undersized heavyweight, right? He came up from light heavyweight, or he started as a light heavyweight. More.
Yeah,
Michael
he was.
Moore.
Yeah, Moore literally was something like 22-0, all knockouts as a light heavyweight, all knockouts, and then jumped from 175 to 225. Put on 50 pounds, no transition, no nothing. Didn't do cruiser. That's why his chin was so weak because he naturally, I don't think, was a heavyweight. Like not 175-pound Moore, arguably one of the greatest fighters who ever lived. I mean, his career was too short because it was only like 22 fights or something like that. But he knocked everybody the fuck out. Was never hurt like he was as a heavyweight. Just a nasty. There's a few of his fights. You guys could YouTube them at light heavyweight. What do you look like?
I got a question. So, like, okay, say 50 years from now, do you think like they're gonna be saying like, let's say a fighter from today, you think they're gonna be like, Boots couldn't fight in today's era? You know what I'm saying? You think they'd say that?
I don't know.
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. It's just the time period. People just always think me and my personal opinion, I think people just think they time period is the best?
Because
Well-
look, 50 years ago now is the 70s, 75. So we're talking Ali, Foreman. Like, you don't think those guys could get down right now? I don't know. Heavyweights are different though because of the
yeah.
size, right?
So who was
Like-
like okay? So like, let's say who was the best like welterweight in 75?
I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't
In
remember.
You go middleweight.
1975?
Yeah,
Hagler.
Hagler was no welterweight.
I said middle. I said if you wanted to use middleweight, it's Hagler.
Oh,
But he wasn't fighting.
he was fighting in 75, but he wasn't at the level where he was one of the greats.
See, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is y'all saying? I'm
Actually-
literally agreeing. Like, not y'all. I'm talking about the stat. Like, I just literally agree with. We just came to an agreement that I agree with them.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
part
really
of the problem
interested in
is,
Yayan's question. I'm gonna look this up.
I'm finna look this
yeah,
up right up.
yeah. And part of the problem is like today, why coach back? There's all these young boys that's super athletic. They just don't know how to play basketball. I mean, they're stupid and don't know how to play basketball. But yeah, they're more athletic than the dudes, but they don't understand the game. So a guy who understands the game would destroy them, even if they can jump higher and run faster. Because most of these young guys don't know how to play basketball. They're just super athletic.
Right.
Also, I have an answer to Yayan's question. So the top welterweight in 1975 was a Cuban Mexican fighter named Jose Mantequillanapolis, and he was the undisputed welterweight champion from 1969 to 1975, and he defended the undisputed welterweight title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well,
probably
I don't
like
think
15 times.
there was just
So-
one belt back then. I don't know why
No,
they're
there's
saying.
three.
There was
No, there
three
was
belts
three.
in 75.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the WBA, the WBC, and the NISAC. And
Oh,
then the
but
NISAC
okay.
apparently was discontinued at one point.
Which one? What was the third one?
The NISAC.
Right, that's the New
That
York State
one-
Athletic Commission. That's New York State Athletic
Yeah.
Commission. Okay, so right, so this is what I suspected. There was three belts, but they never separated them. So it wasn't like he had to go win them. It was really just one champion, even though there was three belts. They never separated them back then, where for not doing mandatories and doing all that shit. So it's undisputed, yes, but it's not the same meaning as it is today.
And when he lost the titles, they scattered, and they stayed scattered until Leonard unified with Hearns 5 years later.
Right.
So there you go, Jose
Marco,
Nopolis, literally one of the greatest fighters of all time. There you go, Yayan.
Never heard of
one
him.
of the things you talked about, imagine, can you imagine these guys defending their belt 10 times in a year, like these old fighters used to do?
10 times in the they would fight once a month. Yeah.
I mean, at this
And
point, we're
these
looking
guys
at
fight
21
twice a
times.
year.
Some of them once a year.
Would they better hang?
Yeah,
Would they
that's
better
true.
hang and say, "Yo, I'm fighting. As soon as I'm done fighting, let's back training. I'm gonna fight again."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you guys should look up
Well, one could
Chavez.
say one could say that like these young fighters they want to be in the spotlight and stuff like that. So they don't. That's why they only fight 1-2 times a year.
Well, now it's a money game, but back then they didn't have the fight purses they had today. That's why you have guys like Chavez fighting taxi drivers, because if he doesn't fight a taxi driver, he doesn't get paid, so he doesn't eat. And he's Mexican, so he's not like he's making $1 million purses like Sugar Ray Leonard or something. So
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Devin Haney's had like 33 fights. I feel like that's a lot for someone his age.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's because he was fighting in Mexico though.
Just like Canelo, right? Maybe not just
Yeah. They was
True.
fighting. He was literally fighting probably like once a month, once every 2 months.
Yeah, that's true.
but look at Devin Haney. He had the lightweight title, he defended it twice. He had the junior welterweight title, he defended it no times, won it and vacated it, and that's par for the course.
Yeah, I'm not a Devin hater, but I think he had the easiest road to undisputed out of any undisputed lightweight. I'll say
Ooh.
that.
Oh,
Easy.
Ooh.
Like, he beat Cambosis. Like literally. Like, come on now.
is that good
Oh.
or bad?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Okay.
But I was asking, I say in the Discord, like, I don't want to get y'all's opinion, chat opinion. I was like, is Undisputed becoming overrated? Because since 2017, when Bud became Undisputed, I think before Bud, it was Jermaine Taylor in like 05 or 06 in the
Yeah.
Fort Bell area.
Well, Taylor was a middleweight.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, it's a 12-year gap from Taylor to Bud in 2017, and ever since 2017, excluding 2019 and 2020, it's been an undisputed champion every year.
Mhm.
So
So
I think
it's
I have an
basically
answer for you, Yayan, and this is why. Is think because of the way HBO and Showtime were capitalizing on boxing for like since between 1995 and like 2017, like you said, fighters could get on there and become stars and become names. So the name of the game did no longer was okay. You win a title and then you make the big money, but you fight the big names. And there's so many big names because of those two platforms that fighters like Floyd and Manny Pacquiao could fight for a title, win a title, drop the title, and then fight another big money fight for someone else for another whatever, you know, Reggie title, and then just hop around. So, like for instance, Manny Pacquiao never undisputed, Floyd never undisputed, but they have
Nope.
some of the best resumes in the history of the sport.
Yeah, to me, you guys know my opinion. Undisputing doesn't
that's
make
what I
it.
was gonna say. Like, is it becoming overrated?
It's always been overrated to me because it's about who you beat, not what belt you win.
I guess that's a good point.
It's
Even
always
It
like
really boils down to money. So if you're a guy like Bernard Hopkins or a guy like Marvin Hagler, and you don't have the leverage to get large fight purses, you don't have any other choice but to be undisputed, be king of the hill, and force guys to fight you. And in the meantime, what do you have to do? You just have to crank out and fight every single one of those mandatories, and that's the only way to make your money if you're not a star, unfortunately.
true.
Like look at
True.
Bud. He wasn't making the big bucks for a long time. That's why he had to get undisputed. Because that way he after that he justified that was his biggest payday. He made like 20 million, more than he had made in any other fight. He made like 20 million fighting expense or something north of that. And it's all been uphill since then. He had to. Spencer didn't have to. That dude was making, making
Mm.
millions upon millions, fighting big names.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's always about who you fight. Always, in my
and
opinion.
that's my criteria as well. It's who you beat, how you beat them, and when you beat them. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think when you beat them doesn't get enough support. Because we say,
fact.
oh, Floyd has beat 50
And
champions. Well, I guess,
that's
but
my
they're old
only
as dirt when
that's
he
that's
fought
my
them,
only
fought
knock
them.
on Floyd. That's my only like knock on Floyd in my opinion.
What?
Is some fights he let fighters get old and stuff like that.
Oh,
Manny Pacquiao, he
Pacquiao.
could afford, yeah, but
okay. Well, that went both ways because Packer. But who
that's
else?
true. And then to
Marquez.
me, in my opinion, nah, not Marquez. Well, that's your
Marquez
opinion.
was old.
Well, Marquez was really shot porn by that
Marquez.
time. He
Marquez
was
No,
he
started
was
at
shot porn by the
fucking
time he became a star.
yeah. And Marquez started fighting at like what was he a fucking featherweight? Like
hmm that's what people like knock on Floyd was because Floyd was at 47 and Marquez was still at 35 when they fought and he went up 2 weight classes.
that's what I'm saying. Who else? Well, some people say,
And
well,
me, in
Paul
my opinion,
Williams,
Cotto,
Margarito. It's like,
Cotto,
come on.
I think he could have fought Cotto. That could have been his comeback fight or his fight after Marquez.
I mean, he
Yeah,
fought Diego Corrales in his prime and destroyed him. So
sure did. He sure fucking did. That was his coming out party right there. That might have been the last fight besides De La Hoya that he was an underdog. It was against Corrales. He he
But
fucked.
you're not Floyd. That's my goat.
Yeah, that's a good
See,
goat to have.
yeah, Floyd would be competitive in any era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, for sure. He's you can't argue. Like there's always a solid argument that he's the greatest who ever lived. Like, you know what I mean? But that's all subjective. And he had 50 fights. Some dudes have 100 fights. It's like, you know, they say Chavez went 89-0 or 87-0, where Floyd went 50. So like, how impressive is it? Blah blah blah. It's a whole bunch of layers to breaking down like what you determine is great, what you determine is part of your criteria.
someone
So
told me the other day they said Chavez isn't as like revered as he used to be. Like his record. What do you think? How's his record? I haven't really looked into it. I know he beat Floyd's uncle twice.
just once.
No,
So
he
he
beat
beat
him
him
twice.
twice.
They fought
He
twice.
beat him twice. They did the
Mhm.
1st
Mhm.
time he knocked him out early, and the second one, I believe,
Why would they
He
rematch that? It was such a
Well,
beating.
and he beat
They moved
Canelo
moved
and
up in
Taylor,
weight.
right?
Oh,
I think Roger had another title as well.
Wait,
Maybe not.
no, he lost to De La Hoya, right?
who?
That's correct. Yeah,
Chavez.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he's old as dirt.
He lost twice to De La Hoya. That was the passing of the torch. Passing of the torch.
He kept fighting though, didn't
Yeah, yeah. Chavez fought too long.
he? Yeah, they be running their legacy.
These people
man.
saying that Canelo is a greater fighter than Chavez, Mexican fighter than Chavez, to me is insane. Especially right now, like he's still active. What do the Mexicans in the
Well,
panel think, or the Mexican? Just one of you.
well, I say one. I'm not. I don't agree with that, Marco. So I'm just making a point. But I say one could argue that Canelo arguably fought better competition.
I completely disagree. I don't think Canelo's fought anybody as good as Meldrick Taylor or Pernell Whitaker.
Well,
Even
I'm
if
just
he
saying.
lost those fights, he still fought him.
I'm just saying that's one point one can make. He said
Yeah.
Canelo is greater.
I mean,
accomplished.
Canelo probably did have better. Well, it's hard to say. Well, no, Camacho. I mean, he fucked Camacho. That was the first guy to beat Camacho, I believe, was
Yeah.
Chavez. Chavez. Nah, but again, if you guys want to get a laugh or not a laugh, but look up, he was fighting once a week. Once a fucking week he was fighting to build up that 80, because he was 87-0 at like 28 or whatever, 29. Like that's insane.
I'll give you another thing. In Mexico notoriously has a very, very poor amateur and Olympic system, which is why, even though it's like boxing is such a big, culturally a big thing in Mexico, the government has just never sponsored or put that at. So fighters in Mexico, they don't have that kind of pathway like the Sugar Ray Leonards or the Shakur Stevenson or the Roy Jones of the world, where they can go through that Olympic system, the amateur
Right.
system, to build up and be good fighters. So they just become fucking young. That's how you do it. You fight once a week. I mean, what's the difference between doing that as an amateur and doing it as a pro at that point?
That's a great point. Big shout to my man CJ Rich, original recipe 2-piece, at least one toward the goal. I know, man. We need 4 more to hit the goal. Pump the raffle. Okay, we'll do the raffles. You guys know, all you in here know this. Grant gloves, 1998, 8-ounce fight gloves, lace up, vintage. One of the first ever models dropped by Grant, worth thousands on eBay, which I don't want to have to end up doing it that way, but if you guys don't raffle it, that's what we're going to do. But to join the raffle, you know the deal. $10 to either this PayPal or this Cash App, and specify your name and the Grant raffle.
Yeah, I just looked through his resume. He got a great resume.
Who?
Not Camacho.
Chavez?
Yeah.
But he beat guys like Haugen and guys who are like good but not, superstars. Like Canelo might have beat more superstars.
And that's the point I was.
Might have. We like Meldrick Taylor. Like I love that you brought up Pernell and Taylor, but they fucking beat Chavez. So like I don't really count that. I want to count the wins if we're trying to compare who's a better Mexican fighter, not the losses. Okay, so Floyd is the same as Pernell. Some people think Pernell. I think, and I'm one of them. I think Pernell wouldn't beat Floyd. One of the only people. So Pernell losing to Pernell is kind of like Canelo losing to Floyd. So that cancels each other out, right?
Canelo should have lost to Triple G once, maybe even twice. I would say that's on par. Yeah,
that's a fact. And some people think Adames beat him, right? Not Adames. Was it Adames or the other guy? Who was it? Lara, excuse me. Yeah, some people think Lara should have beat him.
And then people fucking definitely beat him. He fucking boxed his head socks off.
Yep. So, he has, but I just find it so disrespectful when they say this is people like Yayin, kind of, not you specifically, Yayin, but like this whole recency shit. Like, nah, he's the greatest just because they're in his era, they're watching him now. He has to be the greatest. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Floyd would be my goal because that's what I grew up watching. These young Mexican boxing fans, they grew up watching Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So
Andre, appreciate you.
Grant now, Marco, it's funny you brought that up. Funny story. Funnily enough, I actually, long story short, but I got into a conversation with a actual Mexican from Mexico boxing journalist who was at the ring card in Queens covering that fight. And I actually posed that very same question to him about Chavez and Canelo. And his opinion from working in Mexican media is that not at all. That's not at all the case. And actually, the losses Canelo has had, and that all the pet accusations in Mexico, culturally and in the media, has really, really damaged his
Canelo.
not his stock. Yeah, it has really
Oh,
damaged
it's you, Skips. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
fucking his image in Mexico. And he said specifically that in the media out there in Mexico, they're constantly bringing up like his losses, and they're constantly bringing up the Ped stuff. So I think that stuff really hurt his image. So I don't think he's anywhere or ever going to be on par with the Chavez.
All right,
Yeah,
I
you're
got you,
right, you're
Skips.
right, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I just find it so disrespectful that they're doing this while he's still fucking active. What if Crawford sleeps him, then he goes and he tries to fight, Shiraz, who sleeps him? Like, all this changes. You got to wait for it to play out.
But do that take away from his wins though?
Well, unless we're looking at a Roy Jones thing where like he totally just went from like
Yeah,
from
yeah.
100 to 0, which could happen, then I guess it wouldn't. But
But even
what
then, because in the Mexican public, you guys gotta understand that the Mexican culture is very, very different. Like I don't think in the Mexican culture they give a shit that Chavez fought too late or all this other shit, because it's like a warrior culture. Like to them, it's just like that makes him even cooler because he's just a fucking badass. He's out there mixing
Yeah.
it up with young guys. So I don't think really Mexicans give a shit about the losses. It's more of like how you lose, right?
I guess. Stay Wavy's posting Kobe's 81 game.
Yeah, like that's my goat, right? That's my greatest player. of all
Kobe's
time.
dope, but again, he carbon copied the real goat, MJ, and he was open about doing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
me
we
personally,
didn't
with
know
boxing,
Mike.
Go ahead, Aiden.
for my era, I think Manny Pacquiao is like my greatest. I'm not saying he's better than Floyd, but just it was crazy every time he fought. And he had the Keith fight, he beat Margarito, and he beat De La Hoya, and he just kept on going up in weight.
Cotto, Mosley, he
Cotto,
fucked them
Mosley.
all. I mean, he
He
beat
fucked them
all of them.
up.
Yeah,
Fucked them up.
but so here's the thing: Floyd beat them all too, but Pacquiao's was just way more dominant of a victory. Stoppages and like making the face look like mincemeat, like
Barrera Morales, Executioner, right?
Then they
Yeah.
fight each other, and Floyd easily beats him in a very boring fight.
And Floyd made a choice because his hands break. Like, who's to say? Maybe he would have been a great brawler if his hands weren't brittle.
Who? Floyd?
Floyd. Like
he was. You ever watch him as Pretty Boy? As Pretty Boy, he was punching hard. Very active. And a lot more foot movement. Like he was just expending a lot more energy, but that's also a younger man's thing to do. Only thinks Kobe is the GOAT. Yeah, true. You're a sheep, Yayan. MJ is the GOAT.
I think he just wanted me to comment on something.
Oh yeah, he's antagonizing you.
He was cooking Mike. But Mike was old. Yeah, I think he just want a reaction out of me.
Have you guys seen the Chop
I'm
Corley
telling y'all,
fight?
Kobe was that boy.
Yeah, of course. Corley clipped him a few times. He ended up getting fucked up, but
yeah, he was on. He wobbled Cotto when they fought.
Who did?
He almost had Cotto out of there.
Corley?
Yeah, he almost had.
Yep. Corley could punch. He could punch. Like he was a southpaw, and he could punch. I talk to him every now and then. He's a weird dude.
He's still fighting.
Yeah, he's still kind. Well, I think he just had a fight.
60.
He's 50.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a fight recently, and he lost it. And he was like, he wanted me to let me go on your show and talk about it. And I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna give a fuck.
Who's the Haitian champ? He just beat Liam Paro.
Adonis Stevenson.
Hitchens, yeah. Hitchens' previous fight that he won. Hitchens' previous fight that he won, that guy's last opponent was Corley. Like a few months ago, he fought Corley, that dude that Hitchens beat.
Yeah. Did you see not what's his name? The Matias and Hitchens video?
Yeah.
Give us a rundown. I didn't see it, Yayan. What happened?
I like Hitchens. I like the way he handled it. It was like
I like him. I like his demeanor. I like his personality. Cool. Like no, basically they was talking shit back and forth. And Matias told him he'd knock him out and stuff like that.
He goes, "You knock me out." He's like, "All right, well, it was like he does it respectfully. Which do I like? He's not like, you garbage, you straight trash. It's like, nah,
Yeah,
you're
he
fine.
really only talks shit like when people talk shit to him.
Yeah, and yeah. I think he was reading the energy because I don't think Matthias was coming at him like real dirty. He was just kind of being like, I think I'll knock you out. And he's like, all right, well,
I would love to see that fight.
maybe we will. Maybe we will.
Yeah. I got Hitchens. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, me
I got
too.
Matias stoppage to the body. Hitchens,
Oh.
Hitchens can't take the heat in the
Hitchens-
kitchen, bro.
Man, I don't
Kitchens
know,
can't
man.
take heat in the kitchens. All right.
Nah.
I've
He
been
can
a
stop.
believer of Hitchens. Like,
Hold on, I'll be right back. Keep it going though.
yeah,
Hey,
I think
What
Yayan,
about the
trust me, bro.
Lemos fight?
Matias got some power that makes motherfuckers different,
Yeah.
bro. They leave that
Yeah.
ring. They leave that ring with less of themselves.
he look. I'm gonna use your logic. If Liam Perro can outbox him, then Hitchens can outbox him.
I would agree, but Liam Perro beat Matias using a style that Hitchens does not use.
Well, I'm just
So what Liam Perro did was he was like inside cutting angles and withstanding the punishment from Matias. But Hitchens does not fight that way. That's the issue, and I don't think
That's a good
Hitchens
point.
is tough enough to stand that. I mean, look at the Poyo fight. Poyo was doing that, and then towards the end, he started getting tired, and he started, holding and headbutting and using his head to push him off and pushing Matias' head down, doing all these, veteran tactics. I don't see Hitchens being able to do that.
Well, I think Macias is bigger than Hitchens. Hitchens
Yeah, he's
might be
bigger.
taller.
Yeah, you see him a little bigger.
Yeah,
Well, I'll give you another curveball. If Hitchens fights IBF, if they fight, that's unification. That 10-pound rehydration clause, that shit's gone. So there you go. If you want to bring out the size, that's going to benefit Hitchens more than it's going to benefit Matias.
I think Hitchens has improved a lot. Like, I think he would win, but he didn't look very good against Lemos a few fights back. He looked.
Nope.
I thought he
not
lost
great.
the Lemos fight. I thought they
And
robbed
I
Lemos
actually
personally.
agree too. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely thought he lost. Even though I'm a fan of his,
Yeah, he didn't look good.
I'm not biased. But again, like when we say like, it's reasons why certain fighters look like certain things is because he said he was weight drained. So I kind of believe him.
CJ, why would I take the couch? I don't be fighting with the wifey. That was your shit. I bet you Bob's one of those kind of dudes where like you tell your wife to adjust, Bob, or she got you whipped.
We work as a partnership,
Yep, she got you whipped. Gotcha. Me too.
but I handle all the money though.
Oh, as it should be. These women should not be touching money. I'm just kidding, Cleo.
I told my wife, I said, I can't do no partnership when it comes with handling the money.
So are you?
I can't have two people dealing with paying the bills. I gotta deal with it myself.
Does she work too, or just you?
Yeah, she works. She makes more than me actually.
Damn. She like a
I got
banker?
a degree in accounting. I mean, she got a business, but I got a degree. But just two people can't be paying the bills. I don't think.
Oh, you got a degree in accounting?
Yeah, I teach, but my degree's in accounting.
My man Fred, who's in here all the time, he's an accountant. He got a master's in accounting, and he thought it would raise his pay scale. And he said it was like the biggest mistake he ever made. He just has to pay back all the fucking grad school, and it didn't do shit for his career as an accountant.
For a master, that's why my wife has more than me. She got a master's degree.
What does she do?
So she teaches math. We both teach math.
Oh
I
shit!
should understand that.
Where does she
Yeah,
teach? Does she
she
teach
teaches middle school. I teach high school, but
Okay.
yeah, she got paid more. If you get a master's degree, they pay you more.
There you go. Yeah, right, Fred. Right? Fred's a CPA.
Yeah.
But are you a CPA?
Nah, I got my degree in accounting, and then I worked for a mortgage company for like 2 years, and then I went to teaching.
Yeah, man, I'm considering teaching, but
Uh,
I don't know.
When I was in school, it was a bunch of teachers that was married to each other.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to teach, honestly. Down with these kids.
Yeah, probably not. I kind of like keeps you young though, doesn't it? A little bit being around the younger kids, or no?
Yeah, it does. I mean, for the most, I don't deal with some of the stuff they like. I don't know a lot of these young rappers and all that stuff, but keeps you young. Yeah, it does. Honestly, Jane. I
Yeah,
just
so I'm
don't.
like,
I tell them I don't deal with these celebrities, young celebrities, rappers. I don't deal with any of that.
right.
I don't know any of them.
Yeah,
Like,
like you guys know I'm selling my business, so I'm gonna be starting fresh. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this. The goal is this, but until this drops, I'm gonna do something different. I don't know what
I mean,
though.
what would you do as a teacher? What would you teach?
I don't even, that's the thing. I don't even know. I like English, probably,
You
probably
should get on the
English.
Man,
radio. That'd be dope.
What's that?
So it'd be dope if you could get on the radio. I mean, I know it's not just like that,
No,
but
my man, I'm trying all that. I'm trying to, I want to do this, what I'm doing now, like the boxing in the boxing world. And I've been put in too much work, too many years not to have it done. Just the question is, when will it be to the point financially where it's supporting me? You know what I mean? Because like I can make a
Why
living
not?
off of
Why
it.
not?
Huh?
Why not become a gym teacher or something like that?
Well, don't I, first of all, if I'd have to go get certified, right, Bob, for like 2 years to be a teacher.
uh,
I have
it depends what school district.
I have a
You'd
back.
have to pass. You'd have to pass the test to become a teacher, but then you got to see if the school district actually will hire you
So
if
you
you
just have
don't
to
have any
pass the
teaching
test.
experience.
I don't have to
I
have
mean,
a
that's
degree.
part of it. Like, if you don't have a teaching degree, there's a test you can pass, and then you have to go back to school and you would have to get your master's degree.
Oh, I would have to. Yeah,
Yes,
Kalia. You
you would
taught
get
Kalia.
hired. You could get hired, but they would after you get hired, they would make you get a master's degree in
Right, they pay
education.
for it, right? Yeah, I've heard of that. And the city pays for it, right? The state pays for it.
If you get grades above a B,
Okay.
my school district don't pay. You get a C, they're not paying.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I
You
want
guys
to.
see,
I don't know if I
but
want to teach.
it's yeah, y'all talking about gym teachers. That's the man. Some of the gym teachers they complain the most. You
Why?
know how many of these kids won't work out? Being a gym teacher is hard.
Mm,
Y'all think, these kids don't want to work out. It's like they want to sit there. They will take a zero, like I don't want to work out, and sit there on their phone. So you got to try to motivate them. You think it's like old school? No, gym teachers. Being a gym teacher is hard.
yeah. Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I like science, maybe that, but I don't even know if I want to be like.
And
I
then you
love
said
the.
language arts. These kids just go on AI, and the teachers say, "Here, read this." The teachers can't even read. They turn in papers. They can't even read the sentences. And
Wow.
they be like, "Why you turn this in? You know this ain't your work."
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
might be the youngest person here. I know maybe 50% of the people I know have an AI assistant that they have doing like a lot of stuff. You know, like about half the people my age I know use an AI assistant at this point. So,
Shit.
But
Yeah.
these
and I mean
kids are
like
so
integrated.
ridiculous. But it's like you're writing, you're turning something you don't even talk anywhere like what's on the paper, and you can't pronounce some of the stuff. That's what the teacher like. Read this, and they'll be like fumbling over the words. It's like, why are you turning in something you ain't understand what it is?
Yeah. You don't need.
You don't
Right.
even know what it's saying, and you turn it in like this is my work.
Mm,
I'm not saying math. I like math because I tell them it's like I know they be trying to cheat, but it's easier for math to tell
right.
because I'm like I can see the math when I watch this, looking at math. I'm like, yeah, I know you didn't do this. I'm
Right.
telling like I'm looking at the steps here. I know you didn't do this, but it's all hard teaching these kids 'cause they don't want to learn. They want to use apps for everything. They
Yeah.
want a shortcut for everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if teaching would be my thing. I don't know.
I don't know
Probably
how
not.
you'd solve that. Like, how do you stop a kid from doing that?
It's it's really hard, but I don't know. It's hard. I don't know what the answer is.
Hmm. Okay. You teach. What do you do? Was it middle school? No. High school?
I teach high school.
High school. Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy,
And
man.
the other part is like students will have like they'll let me look at their work. The ones that don't use AI, I'm like I'll be telling them like, yeah, I don't even understand what you're saying here. Like they're writing, their writing is poor. I mean, it's very poor. I'm like, you never answer. I'll be telling them you didn't answer the question. I
Mm,
said you just wrote words here. That's what they do. They just write words. I'm like, you never even came close to answering the question. You just wrote a bunch of words here and hope the teacher don't read it. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. We don't
You,
need to learn anymore. We got 9 and 10-year-olds telling teachers now, talking back. Homer, yeah. You can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, but most of the students like, I don't need all this stuff. That's what they say. They don't need it.
I
So
know.
I'm like, all right.
It's
They
the
don't need math. They don't need better read. Seriously, like, I don't need to write.
they don't know
What
how
I
to.
need to write for?
These kids don't know how to read and write script. They don't know how. That's
I
crazy.
don't know how. I was never taught. I can't write in cursive.
They don't do cursive. A lot of
That's wild.
schools don't do cursive.
Well, I mean, I guess if it's obsolete, it's obsolete. But why the fuck did we have to learn it then?
I
That's
remember the
cool.
only reason I learned cursive is because I had a teacher in middle school, like Jersey Bob, and she was old school as conceivably be, and she fucking made us, drilled us every single
So wait,
fucking day in class.
so
Yeah.
Aiden, if I write something, a sentence in script, you won't be able to make it out at all.
I can make it out if it's not egregious, but I can't write in script very well at all. Like I can sign my name. That's about it.
That's crazy because y'all say dude, he kind of around my age. When I was in like kindergarten, elementary school, we used to have like books that was like they used to teach us how to write in cursive.
So we had cursive classes in my school, but you could choose to get more reading or cursive. And like the vast majority of people opted out. We had like a tiny class of cursive that you could opt into.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't. Maybe the state curriculum is different. I don't know because I learned cursive.
Are you in Jersey?
No, I'm in Indiana. You
Oh,
see what I
India.
mean?
I don't even call it cursive. I call it script. But I guess that's
See,
what
man, I ain't never heard it called that. I ain't gonna lie.
you never heard it called script.
Nah.
Yeah, we call it
But
script.
you know what's crazy? I think a lot of more like people like they learn how to type on like keyboards and stuff. I never learned how to type like the right way.
Michael DH. Why you have kids at 20 years old, man? Good lord. God bless
That's
you.
how I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you're trying to. She's already pregnant though, so you're gonna have to wait.
Nah, you wild. I'm gonna get a girl my age.
I'll say other funny thing is like these kids whose parents speak Spanish and write. A lot of these kids can speak, but they can't read and write Spanish. And I'm like, I told them
Well,
like, why don't you learn
well,
how to read and write?
Bob, I'm kind of that way with
Yeah,
Bulgarian. Like I could speak it fluently, but I could read and write it, but I'm mad slow. Like I'm like a
I
second grade
know
level, so I'm
yeah.
kind of like
I
that.
know a bunch of Hispanic
You just
people.
never wanted to learn it, Marco.
Well, I didn't grow up there. I grew up here, so it was really no need for me to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the
But with
exact
Spanish, so
opposite.
many people speak Spanish, and you can be a translator. I mean, there's so many things you can do with Spanish. That's like, why wouldn't you learn it?
Yeah, they used to tell us that like when we was in middle school and stuff like you would get more money if you know a different language and stuff like that. They used to tell us stuff like that all the time.
There are jobs where you could do that. There's definitely the jobs that you could do that, but it's not gonna be shit like Spanish. It's gonna be like Cantonese, whatever, you know. But I'm
Right,
the exact opposite because I can speak Spanish fairly well, but I read and write it way better than I can speak it.
right.
Oh wow, I've never heard of that.
All right, guys, I
You
am
just
exhausted. It is 1
peace out.
a.m.
Oh,
I will
Marco, one thing
go
before you
for it.
go, Marco, when you announce that you're going live in the Discord, what you
Mm-hmm.
want to do is put at everyone, and that'll ping everybody in the Discord, and everybody will get that thing on their
How
phone
do
or
I
on
know
their.
what their Discord names are, though?
Oh, no! I mean, like literally, you type at everyone,
Oh, at
like
everyone.
at
I got you.
everyone, and it'll pin everybody.
Thank you.
It'll pin everybody. Yeah,
Thank
it'll
you for
ping
You
them,
keeping
and
got a
they'll
me.
get it.
Discord, Marco?
Yeah, I'm on Discord now.
How do
Send
you
the
pull
link.
that up? I only can pull up the boxing boys on Discord. How do you get yours?
Um, I don't fucking know.
I'll post it
Where
in the chat. Hold up.
I'll do it too. Hold on. So Discord is the channel? Where's the actual? Yeah,
I
I don't
just
even know how to
posted
get.
an invite, so in the chat, if anybody wants to join, click that thing, and it'll take you right to
I
Marco's
believe I
Discord.
just put a link. I think that's it too, but I don't fucking know. But anyway. All right, people, appreciate you. We will reconvene tomorrow.
All right.
Good night, people. Peace.